It
so
should
we're not gonna
just
record
fine.
on his laptop.
I
got a blood full of
But Jouten, why stream from OBS to
I was
like
told,
restream?
and this is maybe just
what are you doing
lies.
right now?
I was told it's possible to stream.
He's actually hooking it up through OBS.
There
Oh,
are.
you?
There are. There is.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
so
definitely.
He doesn't have
That was no fabrication at all. Those got brought on the plane with me.
We brought them on the plane?
Yeah.
Living dangerous. I like
Oh, well,
it.
no,
Yeah,
it
use it.
I put it in my bag.
Oh,
In my-
wear that?
yeah.
I feel
It's gonna be a. I started to get actually some Twitch got sponsor now.
Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
You're telling me. I'm like Mr. Brand Deal, of course. I know. That's my shit. That's what I'm used to. It's how I make my money.
Like, what are these guys doing?
Yeah, of course, of course. Hey, but I ate my crow. That's fine. I was sure last year.
You got a connection with that shark robot guy?
Yeah, sure.
I'll tweet it. I'll put it.
Hopefully get
I'll put it. I got
an
it.
affiliate thing going on.
Oh, you gotta put it in
Insurance, yeah.
No, put it on
Should talk to, should do like
The internet brought like all of us together.
Of course.
It's an amazing thing, bro.
It really is.
Hopefully
The
they don't fuck it
internet, the
up.
internet makes the world a
Hopefully,
neighborhood.
if they fuck it
It
up,
does. It does. It really does.
I think
they
we're
fuck it
good.
up, back
He's
to
gonna
the-
put it on
back to
Discord.
engineering, back to
We're
that.
live.
That's it.
Yeah, we're live. So
Back to Disney.
Intros?
That's what I'm doing. I'm going back
We're
to Disney.
We live!
yo, we
Take
doing
that, man. It's
we doing intros like old school. Or
Alright, wait, what?
How's it going, guys?
We're live.
Yeah, we're live. We're good.
All right.
We're live on Twitch?
Yeah, we're live on
Twitch
Twitch.
and YouTube?
Not just
Yeah.
Twitch. Just Twitch.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what's good, everybody? Yo, first time meeting Matt, and I'm not surprised you look high as fuck.
Wow.
Man's coughing.
That's the way to kick it off. That's the way to kick it off.
Exactly.
So, what's good, everybody? We got Popo,
What's good, everybody?
got Matt B,
Yo, what's good?
the Dustin Killer.
Oh my god.
We got
Jesus.
we got Roger.
What's going on, everybody?
We got King.
Yo, what's up?
We got
Shots
Joel.
to Dustin.
Yo, how you doing, guys?
And obviously, you guys already know me.
Who are you? Bottom guy? He's bottom guy.
Oh, boy.
I'm bottom guy.
He's bottom guy.
Bottom guy.
Yo.
So, how do we even want to start this off? Because, first of all, what's going on with you and Dustin? Because
He's jumping right into it.
Jumping right
Hey,
we have to hard hit questions.
Jouten said, fuck it, let's dive in.
Like, parachute doesn't matter,
Skydive, no game.
Damn, bro.
Listen, man.
Bang.
It's been reported today
Listen,
that there was a
honestly-
diss track or two released today.
Yeah, I
We're doing a
ain't.
live reaction.
Listen, I haven't dived into no pussy in a while, so I might as well dive into this. What's going on?
Yo, man.
Sorry to hear
Say
that.
that. All right.
Sorry to hear
I'm sorry,
that,
too.
man. Sorry to hear that, man.
Honestly, bro, I can't even tell you.
What did you do to him?
Man, this is just...
Yeah. Wait, put the mic. Give him the mic. Give him the mic.
Press conference.
I really have no idea. It started and then it never, like, it stops and then it starts again and then it stops. And
You think he's just doing it for your clout?
nah,
Doing it
bro, because
for
like he's
attention?
not getting no clout off of me. Like nobody's even really paying attention to it. Like, you know, outside of the community, who's really paying attention to this?
No, you're right.
That's true.
And
Right.
if I'm gonna keep dissing somebody,
Yeah.
I have to be getting something out of it other than, you know,
Satisfaction of you being- being
satisfaction with my ego.
Right. Okay.
Because that only, bro, what am I gonna get out of dissing somebody?
I don't know, my nigga. Like,
I'm hearing one thing out of this, though. You talk too much. You talk too much.
Jesus, man.
I gotta say, admittedly, I heard that, and I was like, it's maybe not the best thing in the world, but like I laughed at the track. It's like it's a pretty good.
But see, bro, this is the thing. If you listen to one of my songs, I don't want you to laugh at the track.
No, of course not. Right, of course. You
I
wanted
want you-
to like stick with.
I want you to be like, oh,
This
shit.
shit's fire.
Right.
Like,
Right.
damn,
Right.
that was nice.
you wrote that high or sober, my nigga. That's what exactly I want to ask myself when I listen to one of your songs. You wrote that high or sober?
Which one?
Any song, nigga.
Oh,
That's
I
the
mean,
question you
it
wanna
just
ask.
depends. it depends on how I'm feeling, but like sometimes, bro, I don't even be writing. Like I just
It just
I'll
flows?
freestyle, yeah, and I just like whatever comes, because like when you're recording, so you record and then you go off the top, and then like if you don't like what you say, that's the beauty of technology. You can just cut that shit right out.
Yeah.
And then you can just start back over.
Yeah.
So like let's say you do like 2 bars where you're freestyling, and then you have 4 bars where you're like, oh no, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
You cut out the 4 bars, and then you have the 2.
Right.
Just go on and on. But yeah, bro, I don't know what's the I don't know what the fuck the deal is with this Dustin shit.
I gotta figure this out by Saturday though. If we're doing the reverie, I gotta figure
I
this
mean,
out.
I mean,
say,
look,
who's
look.
invited? Who's coming?
Look,
Who's staying?
okay,
at the house?
okay. So you know what?
That's
You
my
know what?
issue, right?
You
'Cause
know what?
I don't want people throwing hands in my apartment.
Since I'm me and I'm controversial.
Man, just live a little bit. Live like a New Yorker. Let niggas come through. They find the house. They find the
But
house.
hey, look, check my house. Take it.
I have plenty of nice
If they
little
pay,
walls.
Since I'm me and I have to be reckless and I have to be a little controversial.
Okay.
King, you're texting me and I'm right here.
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
I have to be a little controversial.
Texting this man.
I don't think a lot of
Check my
people should have been in the reverie. Or I don't think some people should have been in the fucking reverie.
Which
because they were
reverie?
bringing-
Which one?
Which reveries? We got multiple reveries.
Yo,
Whichever
say, yo,
one
my
you wanna
nigga.
say.
Wait, time out. Chibi.
Names.
You mean Chibi, don't you?
Names.
We need
You mean, he means
Let's
Chibi.
start with the
okay,
list.
let's-
Pull
Let's
it.
start with the first.
Let's
Let's start with the
start
first.
with the
Let's start
Because
with the
you're
first.
here with two.
Let's start with the first reverie.
Yeah, let's start.
Alright.
The first reverie for Neverworld shouldn't have been in it.
All right.
For Neverworld was in it for the name. Can we all agree on that?
Of course. Oh,
Don't
yeah.
go
It was.
for shit.
It was.
Okay,
It was-
that's a fair score. He does
Okay, look,
Wait,
he was there.
He was content. To be
No,
fair.
he
I'm
does
a-
have
I'm a
one piece.
Naruto nigga.
He does have one piece in his content, right?
Yes.
But the thing that I've always said about for Neverworld, and this is no shot at him, this is just his lane, and this is just what the fuck he's good at.
Sure.
For Neverworld is good at the gateway to the anime community. So like,
So he's the one that everybody sees first. Is what you're saying?
he's the one that everybody
Sees
sees
first,
first.
and then they
He's the
spread out.
mainstream
Right.
thing
They
that
branch out.
covers everything,
Right.
right? Like because he covered so many animes,
So many,
you gotta
yeah.
think about it. For Neverworld used to do the anime recommendations,
Yeah.
and then he just used to do the random unboxings of anime.
Yeah.
He was just that anime nerd on the
Yeah.
internet,
Sure.
and like it was dope though. It's
Yeah.
not like
Yeah.
it's cool.
That's
true.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So,
Okay, so
Bro,
look,
you forgot the bro.
bro.
There you go.
Come on, bro.
There you go.
Come on, man.
after
There you go.
Come on, bro.
after you watch for Neverworld for a minute, you're like, damn, like he doesn't really go in depth on like in these series that I want him to.
Right.
So then that's how you find out about the Kings, the Joutens, the Yokorama Game Talks.
Yokorama Game Talks.
Yo.
That's a deep cut right there.
Baby,
That's-
I'm out.
That's how you find out about those other guys, and then you're like,
Yo,
oh
for
shit,
real.
there's other people inside the community.
Yo,
Then
shout out
that's
to
how you
Yokorama
find
Game
about
Talk,
the
man, for real.
people that like sports anime, the people that like Berserk,
Rape, man,
so,
rape. Rape, man. Rape,
So
man.
for Neverworld was was
Shout out
that
to George.
person?
Shout out to George.
It's like most people when they come to
Fuck George. No. It's no. Alright, so no. There has to be an announcement here. It's no longer fuck George. Okay. That's dropped.
that's dropped.
It's fuck smoke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What smoke?
Fuck
He's
smoke.
not here.
Fuck smoke.
That's it, just that. It's just fuck smoke.
He's not here.
So okay. So what happened? Long story short
Good
is
dude, but for the year.
for this year he has to deal with
He
fuck
does
smoke.
live in Canada. That's true.
So here's the thing. You were supposed to be in a mansion,
Yeah.
not this place.
Mansion.
A
We had
mansion.
mansion.
Fucking man.
Swimming
We
pool.
had the cloud house.
Hot
We had
tub.
a jacuzzi, hot tub,
Yeah, basketball
pools.
Oh,
Right, we had everything.
Yeah.
And it was like 1,100 each.
Yeah.
And then he was in the group chat that we was in
Yeah.
for like months.
Yeah.
And
supposed
then
to go to
out of
Japan.
nowhere, he's like, "Oh, dude, I didn't know it was this much." Like, the nigga, you was in group calls too, like actual voice group calls.
Yeah.
So now it's just fuck smoke.
Like,
'cause he-
what are you doing, fam? Like,
what the fuck are you doing, dog?
exact? What the fuck are you doing?
Thank you.
Go back to
That's
what you were
exactly
saying,
how I feel.
Because you were explaining,
Okay.
why you think but this is a genuine thing I want to bring up is that you had mentioned he's sort of like this gateway, right? He's a name to get you into other people. I would
Right.
argue that the Reverie, the first one at least, maybe not now, but the first one was about bringing all of it together.
All of it together, okay.
Just for once, bringing like For Neverworld in the same place with Sawyer, who's like in the same place with King, knowing their history.
Yeah.
In the same place as me and Brago, and like bringing in like smaller channels like Dustin, and like bringing all like we wanted a little bit of everything.
Right.
The first
Bring
one.
everybody together.
Beyond that, I understand that, but I think for the first one that was the thought process. And to hop off what you were saying with For Neverworld earlier, like to me, the way you're explaining it, I would argue that I'm more of a gateway person. I would think so.
I think you're the gateway person to the One Piece community.
I would say that the
What do you mean
person
by
who's
that?
a gateway
Okay.
is Chibi. No, I think
Okay,
Chibi is very
Yo,
Okay,
yo,
so-
no,
No,
Chibi's everything.
Okay, so that's the
Come on.
point. It's like if it comes to anime as a whole, Chibi covers damn
Everything.
Chibi filled the void of For Neverworld.
He still covers
Honestly,
I agree.
honestly, yo,
Chibi
like,
filled the void of For Neverworld.
Exactly. Like he
Yeah.
covers so many different things. And
Yeah.
if you want more in-depth stuff, you can go from Chibi to like let's say Nuts talking.
Yeah.
All right, and then
Sure.
and then you have like videos that
Sure.
are more that heavily edited for a certain series where he goes very in depth, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So Chibi is that dude.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, dog.
Like Tokyo Ghoul, Chibi went in like 40
Yeah, he went,
videos.
yeah.
For everything else, I'm like, he's not
Yeah.
nearly as deep.
But here's the thing,
Right.
though. To be fair, everybody had that series on their channel. Like, if you did multiple series, I'm talking about people who did multiple series. So I'm talking about like me, you from Neverworld.
Yeah.
I guess you could say Hikari, but like those are people who did multiple series back in the day.
Yeah.
We all had that one series where we just knew more than the other series, and we really just went in.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Right, like George Shea, it was, I don't know why, but it was Kuroko no Basket, that trash, right? So it was like, so it was just,
He
everybody
loved that
just,
shit.
I don't know why. Like in the beginning it was fire, but then it just went downhill.
Yeah.
But to talk about Chibi though, you know what it's the funniest thing. Chibi is literally the perfected version of Bankai. Because Bankai was doing what Chibi was doing before Chibi was doing it.
Hey,
Like, and the funny thing is, Bankai never listened to anyone's advice when
he
we
never
gave it to
listened
him.
to anything.
He'll ask for advice and be like, yo, this is what you're supposed to do, you'll get bigger. Because he did everything.
Like, yo, fam, quit being in front of the fucking camera with the spectacles, bro. Back the fuck up a little bit.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. That was not the advice I
But to
was
be fair, Bankai, I don't think really wanted to get too big. Like he just liked what he did.
No, he liked what he did. But here's the thing. But Chibi's the same way.
But Chibi does to the point where the guy has enough money to build the damn house.
I understand that, but it didn't start.
But
It didn't start like that.
It didn't start like that.
But it became because YouTube, at that point in time, or even now, it brings enough money with what we do because we're not like controversial. We're not doing like.
I'm fucking controversial every fucking day, bro. Holy shit.
We know you.
Well, we're not like political, you know? Like, we're not talking like political shit. Like, we're not into that. We're not covering the news. We just got, we like anime, that's really it. She covers everything, so his hands are like everywhere. Bankai was like, because Bankai started like 2012, 2011, right?
No, he started before us, dude.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That was
We started
more
2011.
raw,
He was like
unedited,
2010.
You know, like
Yeah.
Chibi, if you know, Chibi started to put like photos, sometimes
Yeah.
in his videos.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So Chibi started to adapt, and then since he was covering everything, he was comments were everywhere. So if some things would stick, like the Overlord stuff stick, like stuff like crazy, bro.
Yo, we know about that.
Yeah.
We know about that. Shit.
You guys
And
Yeah.
then other stuff like some other like some shoujo
Prime
romance
Joma.
stuff would stick as well, probably. You know, so it-
But no, but like what I was trying to say was, in terms of just reviewing everything, because they just love what they do. That's what I mean. Because Bankai was the same way. He just loved what he did.
I would say
Like-
Tekking's the same way too.
Tekken is 100% the same way. You know what's crazy about Tekken?
Yeah.
Like Tekken blew up after Bleach died.
Yeah.
And you know what it is? Because he took that style that made him so good with Bleach and put it into One Piece. And like I love Tekken, but let's be real here, Bleach sucks. So when you take what made him Bleach sucks.
Oh.
So when you take what made him so Bleach is doodle. Stop it. So
Why do y'all shit on it, man? Look.
Look, after the full bring arc, I was like, yo,
Full bring arc is why I dropped it.
so when he took what made him so unique from Bleach and added to One Piece, it was just game over because he was he's consistent. He's so in depth with what he does.
I remember when he was doing only Bleach stuff. I'm like, I would invite him to GLC's with George show all the time.
Right.
And I'd be like,
He was
dude,
knowledgeable on
and
One
he was
Piece.
so knowledgeable. I'm like, dude,
Why don't you just go One Piece, dude?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so much better for you. And then he did it.
Well, he had to because Bleach
Exactly.
fucking
Yeah,
died.
Bleach died, of course.
So he kind of got forced to see
Listen,
it.
I think you can tell
Matt.
when you watch his videos that he
When
lost.
your main character has every single power in the fucking series, faces the final villain, says Bankai. And we're like, oh, we're finally gonna see what his real Bankai is. And the shit breaks, and the nigga doesn't do shit. Your series is doo. Imagine, yo, Matt.
Don't remind me.
Exactly. Exactly. Nigga said, exactly.
I've erased that from my brain. I really have erased that from my brain, bro. Like, bro, I know that it happened, but look, that shit happened within like the last 6 chapters.
That happened like the last like 3 chapters.
Yeah,
Because he was fighting
remember,
Drew
bro,
Box.
that announcement came out. It's like Bleach is in, and we're like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah,
What?
That's my man. What they're doing for us now, though? Like, did they have epilogue chapters without spoiling me?
Bro, listen.
Who cares about this?
Listen,
I don't want to.
Oh, you want to do the watch?
Listen, Bleach got the most rushed, shit piss ending that I've ever seen a series have, and I lived through the Toriko ending. Okay. Listen, yo, King, no. You have to remember. I was in my video cooking during the Toriko review.
Here's what I'll give you. I know you're talking about, right? And listen, people understand, all right? Understand. I know. I was the Toriko dude. Listen. They skipped arcs in Toriko. Yes. That shit was egregious all fucking hell.
Oh, yes, they did. They skipped, but
But you can't tell me that the last 2 chapters weren't exactly how they should have been.
oh no, how it ended because it was open ended and it left everything open. It was beautiful.
That was beautiful. The last
Yes.
the wedding and then the culmination of all their journey. And then how they go on a new journey, how it kind of ends open. That was beautiful.
Okay, but
prior to that, like it
Yo,
was.
but let me
King,
say the
this
ending
is
of Hitman
what I'm
Reborn was
talking
beautiful.
about.
I get
This is what I'm
fucking
talking
roasted.
about. Okay, now listen. If we're talking about the endings, Toriko had a much
By the way,
better
Hitman
ending
Reborn's
than
ending
Bleach.
was not
Like,
beautiful.
much better, without question. Like, I'm not debating that. But the thing is, bro, the Toriko ending, it was literally like, yo, destroy all fucking humans. Who has the biggest fucking explosions? Yo, it turned into the Gurren Lagann. Yeah. Bro, that's what yo, look, I love
Keep it real. Naruto did not have a good arc. Final arc.
No, it didn't have a good arc.
Final arc.
I was gonna bring up Naruto.
Family's getting booty right now.
I was gonna bring up.
No, Full Wars is over and Shonen Jumps run, but isn't it getting like another run?
No, it's
continuing?
not.
I was
It's getting
gonna
3 monthly chapters. So it's
Okay.
over,
Yeah.
and they're getting 3 monthly chapters, and they've already said one is focused on like the characters' futures.
Okay.
One is focused on like which characters end up with which characters.
Yeah.
And then one is like an epilogue to the whole story,
Okay.
which I think is good. That's why I was asking, did Bleach get that?
No.
So Bleach just rushed and just ended. They were like,
Well, Bleach has novels.
Bleach was going, and it looked like it was going to a okay place.
Right.
Then, bro, literally.
See,
at
here's
the-
a- here's
at
a-
the front,
Wait, hold on.
at the front of the chapter.
Yeah.
Bleach will be ending
In 6 weeks.
in 6
Yeah.
weeks. And literally, I said, yo, when I read that, yo, what the fuck? Like,
Wait. So, okay. So now two things. So number one, right? If you see Kubo's condition, like we all think of Kubo like mean lord, like sunglasses, hair down.
Oh, no, he
At
looks
the
like
end
shit.
of Bleach, holy fuck.
No, for sure.
Bro, it wasn't the condition.
Like, suck
It wasn't
ass,
the
man.
condition. He was
No,
pushed
what
out.
are you talking
Trump
about?
said you're fucking done, bro. We're done with your crap.
Okay, but he was sick. Look at him before.
Yo, but that's his fucking fault. You know how long he had to
This worries
finish?
me, 'cause
Do you
that
know
makes
how
me
long
think
he had to finish that fucking arc?
Okay, fair, but at the
Jesus
same time,
Christ.
Okay, but at the same time, sometimes the artists they give new ways of telling the story. Apparently, he had this whole grandiose thing with Ishida and his father and so on. But then with Color like Ryukin does nothing at the end of Bleach. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that
and the
was
problem is
trash.
that at the end of the day, he got sick. The
not
work, dude, look at him. Are you serious?
His popularity of Shonen Jump decreased steadily, regardless of what it was overseas.
Because
But he
because he was editors
He consistently sold 2 mil. We can say that's a fact. He
I'm just saying,
consistently sold 2 mil.
in terms of the rankings of Shonen Jump rankings.
Oh no,
He
he
was
was
down.
down.
He was
trash. He was like number 20.
Yeah, Shonen Jump was done with.
Yeah.
They're rated
Well, the
push
next thing I
on.
was gonna say is this: how many shonens can you say have good ending arcs or good ending segments? Dude, one of the things that today pissed me off the most.
Kenshin.
There are some that do, but there's others. For example,
My
last
nigga.
chapter of Him and Reborn. Wow.
Yeah.
That was no. Look at that shit was bad.
Wow.
Yo, bro, you can go.
That
Listen,
stunned.
there is no point in even none of y'all niggas look my way because in my motherfucking review I said that shit was doodle.
That shit was bad, bro.
It was trash.
Right now, 7 of the Sins. Last arc.
No, to be fair though.
Shonens have good ending arcs.
To be fair though, 7 Deadly Sins was going downhill.
But
For
see,
me.
that's my concern, right? Is you're saying like
Maybe
the arcs.
but the last arc right now, fuck.
But you're saying all these big shonen have like these bad ending arcs, and that's my concern right now. Because all the things you're talking about with Kubo and rushing.
Don't worry, One Piece is getting a bad ending. Don't
One
worry.
Piece is getting there. I feel like
Don't worry.
One Piece has a bad ending, bro. There's
And you know what the thing is? No, here's the thing about One Piece.
I mean, look at even just the Big Mom stuff in general that's going on right now. And I've got like so much confidence. I know, but I want to bring this up here just anyway. So it's like if you look at the way that they rushed through all this stuff with Big Mom, right?
Yeah.
Where then now Big Mom, she had amnesia. Why? To get to the prison so then she could free Kid and kill her. Queen, one hit, boom, her memories are back. And right as she's gonna do something, passes out. Why? Plot device. Eventually goes back to the jail. The Big Mom pirate's gonna free her or whatever. But it's just she's there for the purpose of moving the story forward.
She's a plot
And
convenience,
yeah,
not a plot
and it
device.
feels
She's a
like there's
plot
so much
convenience.
more there that could have been built out that it really does feel like he's rushing. And you
He
know,
is-
for years, Oda's been like, bro, we're like entering the final chapters, like we're getting.
Yeah.
And for years he's been saying this, and for years I never believed him.
You know
I'm
what he
like,
said
whatever you're
recently?
showing.
The man said recently in an interview that something happened in Wano that's unexpected.
Right.
And then, so it's stunning because we all say Oda has everything planned out. Oda's this mastermind.
Goda.
Goda. Like
Goda.
perfect being on planet Earth.
Right.
Bow down, take the
Never writes a bad chapter. Ever.
Never writes a bad chapter.
Never writes a bad
And
chapter.
then now
Never.
Wano Kuni, probably the most famous arc in One Piece that folks waiting for years, right? Even more than Elbaf, mind you, right?
Yeah.
This guy, something happened in his arm that all of a sudden is beyond his expectation or something.
Yeah.
And now he has to change some things up that he had initially thought. It's like, dude, like it reminds me of the Attack on Titan mangaka, where things were going so good, Attack on Titan, I'm gonna change this.
Whoa, hold
Like, fuck.
Time out.
Really quick.
I will say this.
Okay.
Just it's not a shonen technically, but I will say this.
Fair.
The way Attack on Titan's going right now, because we know it's going to end this year now. They already
Yeah.
announced like
Yeah.
final.
final
The
season.
way it's going right now, these past like 10, 15 chapters
They've been amazing.
have been like literally some of the best manga I've ever read in my life.
Yeah.
Like amazing. Just seeing like the way all the different developments with the different titans and the characters and the world building, everything coming together, like especially that final fight from the like 2 chapters ago. Dude, it's incredible. It's incredible. So if Attack on Titan gets to that point, it could end up being one of the best manga in terms of like a final arc in a long
Let me
time.
just say one thing about One Piece because Wano's not exactly what we'd all expected at this point. That's fair.
No,
I mean,
not.
the first part of Wano was fantastic.
He's right, man.
It's kind of it's hit a bit of a snag. But my point is, let's not like act like
You
Oda
see,
doesn't have it though.
here's the
No, he
thing.
definitely
though.
Let's look at the Reverie, for example.
Reverie was fire.
Wait, here's the thing.
Unbelievable.
Okay, hold on. Wait,
Yeah,
King,
manga was only talking about the
King, wait, time out. Because the thing is, with Oda is literally like 2 different artists and 2 different mangakas. And what I mean by that is, Oda's best arcs, when you look at all his best arcs, are the short arcs.
Right.
So you look at Archipelago,
Right.
you look at Reverie,
Yep.
you look at Zoe. So all these in-between arcs that are short and get to the point are all his best arcs.
agree.
The arcs where he tends to drag and elongate the arcs, what happened?
Water 7?
Water 7
What
is the exception, I would say. I would say Water 7 and
Water 7 was
Skypiea.
pretty long, yeah.
I swear by Skypiea. I got so much crap
Yeah, I love
for
Skypiea.
putting up that tweet about like, oh, well, you can skip the wiki, but don't skip Skypiea. So many people gave me crap for that, but I was like, the reason I said that is
Yeah.
because I think if you're a new viewer of One Piece, right, and you're trying to show it to somebody and
Yeah.
convince them to watch 800 episodes, Skypiea,
It's hard.
I would say is the best arc to introduce to them because it is self-contained, right? You start from the beginning at like Jaya, right? You
Yeah.
find out stuff about Nolan. You
Yeah.
get to the ending. You have the resolution
Mm.
of the conflict. It's not.
Right.
If somebody likes that arc, great. Then they can skip ahead,
Right.
whatever. But read it at your own pace. I was never when I made that tweet. It's never saying, oh, you could just like skip and read it on the wiki and then you'll get the full enjoyment of the series. But people took it out of context and said that. What I
Right,
meant
right.
by that was that if you have like a mainstream viewer, right, who really
Yeah.
wants to get into One Piece, but sees like it's 800, 900 episodes, and everybody's telling
It's intimidating.
It's intimidating, exactly.
It is.
So you tell them, yo, read this, don't skip this, get to this point. If you like this,
Yeah.
great, keep going. And that's all I meant by that.
Right.
But,
No, 100%.
bro, the streams that came out of the, I mean, it was enjoyable to listen to afterwards because like I was doing other stuff at the time. So it was fun hearing everybody's opinions. Like, oh, this is trash. He's saying skip with the wiki, and I'm sitting there at the screen like, oh, that's not what I was saying, people. That's not what I was saying.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I feel you're saying that.
Well, like I was saying, in terms of like at least for post time skip, because pre time skip, like pretty much everything in pre time skip is just really fucking good. But at least post time skip, the longer arcs definitely.
Well, he's falling into like one thing.
It's always amazing.
There's something
It's
that
always
George said, and it's true. Like he's falling into a rut of repeating similar story.
He's been doing that from the very beginning, though.
I know, but he's doing it a little bit.
Because from the very beginning, because
How many
literally,
times? How many times?
One
have we
Piece
heard
is a series where the characters go on their ship, land on an island, somehow get separated. Luffy fights the boss. Zoro fights second in command. Sanji fights third in command. They all get back together, get on ship, and just rinse and repeat.
Kingdom and to help a princess out has happened like 4 times.
But that's exactly what I'm talking
It's
about.
just, it's like, I understand like it works for him and he's got to continue doing
Okay,
it,
fair. No,
but it becomes a bit too predictable.
It's repetitive. You can say even like being tired of the Grand Line is upside repetitive, but at the same time, we focus on the characters that we cared about. We build them up. If you notice, pre-time and post-time skip,
Except for Sanji.
We moved on. Listen, I'm telling you, we moved on from the main crew to like the other characters outside the crew that need their own fleshing out building up, and then and then the other characters like, look, man, I don't like Chopper, right? But love of God.
Yo, Hockey, what you gotta say about that, my nigga?
What you gotta say about the hockey?
What you gotta say about that, Hockey?
What you gotta say about the hockey?
Your boy Chopper sucks dick. Your boy Chopper
man.
sucks dick. This arc, it's like goddamn.
This arc?
And then
This arc?
He was good in Whole Cake. I thought he was for the most part.
He was okay. He was okay.
Whole Cake's a garbage arc, though.
Whole Cake's
Whatever, it's a
amazing.
whole nother
Thank you.
Whole
conversation.
Cake is very good. Dressrosa.
Nick,
Dressrosa.
I would argue, here's the
Dressrosa is
thing.
well
We should save this for the Reverie.
Yeah, save it.
What I will say, what I'll say about Wano compared to Whole Cake, that I appreciate at least, which gives me hope for Oda, is that when you look at the side characters that were in Whole Cake, right? He would introduce
The Whole
like,
Cake is pretty good.
I don't even remember what their names are, like whatever, like all these random known, like Smoothie everything, and he introduced all these characters who think they're gonna do something,
they
doesn't
don't
do
do
anything with them.
Right.
At least with Wano, he's like, here's Yasu, here's Kyoshiro, whatever, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna care about these characters. All of a sudden, I give more of a shit about Yasu and
We are
Kyoshiro
blazing past.
than I care about.
We are blazing past plot points at an
Yeah.
extraordinary rate that it becomes so pointless, and then he makes.
But the Yasu, would you not say the Yasu chapters are some of the best of
The
all?
Yasu, yes,
was
okay,
amazing,
fair.
yeah.
But we had
is
to,
the problem.
okay, hold on, but we had to get through probably 20 chapters of nonsensical stuff.
Well,
You introduce Tama, who's a very risky character.
Right.
Then you have Kyle beat the crap out of Luffy.
Right.
Holy shit.
was great.
This
Oh
is-
my
this is
God,
a great chapter.
Kyle.
This is the thing with Oda that I'm talking about, is that he knows the specific points of story arcs, story moments that he wants to show.
But he's not
he
willing
knows
to
his
change-
characters,
but he's not
he
willing to
knows their
change.
gimmicks.
But he's not willing to
my
change
point is
to
that
that point.
connecting the points is the problem. He knows like the great moments that he wants to have.
But is that his problem or his editors? Because so
That's-
much of it is like when you look at Dressrosa, he was saying like, oh man, I didn't expect this shit to go on too long, and then it did, and then all of a sudden he's like, well, we're nearing that 800 chapter mark, I better just wait for the Grand Fleet, and then the exact same thing, despite everybody like, he's not gonna do this with Whole Cake, and I'm sitting there like, he's gonna do this with Whole Cake Island. That's the whole reason that when they fell down and like the Whole Cake fell. That's why they ran through the woods and then Katakuri went through the mirror. There's no reason.
There's two things on that.
No reason.
No.
Katakuri is
Wait.
There's no reason. You cannot argue with me.
Wait.
There's no reason. There was a mirror at the top of everything. Caesar was holding the mirror. There's no reason that mirror needed to shatter when she screamed. They could have gone through the mirror, had the fight in the mirror world. Everything would have been resolved by the time they actually
I'm
hit the
not
bottom.
saying
There was no run to the.
I'm not saying that you're
Nah,
wrong. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying that you're wrong by any means, right? I'm just saying, all right, because Hoki out things doesn't matter. I don't know Hoki out.
Right.
Grievances with that I can understand. My issue with Wano Queen right now is that, like,
Oh, my chat. Yeah, the chat's probably hating on me.
No, they're loving it.
Oh, good. All right, good.
Like no other arc in the story.
How many are
And this is what
179.
175.
Nice. Real quick. This dude, and he's with the Reverie. The Reverie was only 6 chapters.
Right.
That to me was sacrilege. Oh, that bingo pattern.
Oh yeah, that should have been like.
This shit have been like 30 chapters. Here's the thing.
Would have been his
Wano Queen has been hyped to no end by Oda himself,
Yeah.
as well as the editors. People have high expectations for a goddamn good reason. Because Oda milked it. What do you say? Like, this new grandiose villain, the Shroud have to face, the world of one. Like even in the anime, folks are waiting for the anime.
He was also hyping up.
Can fill in
That's his job to learn about.
No,
Yeah, but-
dude,
That's his job.
no.
I would argue the lurking.
Yeah,
legend,
but
like,
to be fair,
Come on.
to be fair though, like other mangaka don't do what he did with their arcs.
Kishimoto, the fourth great ninja war, you won't believe it. It's gonna be amazing to drop your jaw, Kubo. The Fullbringer of
Yeah, they never did that. They never did that. The only thing Kishimoto ever did was say, Madara is so powerful, I didn't know how to kill him off. He wasn't lying because he literally had Madara get stabbed. And, oh, you know what? Let me not say.
More because I'm pretty sure it's been announced.
The man, dude, you see that? He had a plan to separate Germa from Whole Cake.
Sure.
He had Reverie supposed to be independent by itself.
Yeah.
He's not combined the Reverie with Wano Kuni. We have Sabo facing Admiral.
Yo, why does he sound so sad? He sounds massively sad.
Admiral, we're not seeing this. Monkey D. Dragon's probably there, and we're like,
How many years have we got this one? It's like everybody's gonna be Dragon. It's gonna be the Revolutionaries. We got there. We met all the commanders. We're like, oh, this is it. And then nothing.
We should say this. We should
Big team.
And then just one
thing.
thing that I'm gonna say. Then at the beginning of this year, whenever he always releases what's gonna happen in One Piece this year, he's like, oh yeah, something big is gonna happen at the Reverie, a big event. Oh, hey motherfucker, that's great. Well, why the fuck didn't it happen when the Reverie arc was going on? We're in Wano right now. So and then he pans back to the Reverie at a random fucking point in Wano, which came from you're like, oh, hey Blackbeard, how you doing, buddy? And then we hear about what's going on at the Reverie through the voice of Blackbeard, which is a double dick tease in my opinion, because it's just like, yo, why can't, like, I understand the world building and I understand what it does for the story, but like, dude, just
show some
get to
shit.
the point. Just show
show
it.
some shit.
That's why I really appreciate Togashi. I know the nigga has a novel. He has not.
Yo, Togashi,
He
man.
doesn't even appreciate you as somebody.
He doesn't appreciate you. Yo, come on, though.
No, come on. Okay, like, he has.
This man's playing Dragon
No,
Quest.
stop. Dude, man, okay, fair. Maybe.
But it's not
He
the wrong play
said-
Dragon Quest.
If he let him play, he said he will never have Oda's issue. He will let you know everything humanly possible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
When it comes to fleshing out, and it's overall something.
This man-
It's really easy to flesh out the story when you
Yo,
have
do you know how trash this shit is? Hey, the 4 revolutionary commanders and Sabo fight against 2 admirals. What the fuck?
And they didn't show it.
Okay, so look. Okay, look. This is my gripe with this, right? We find the one time that we could have seen the full extent of the admirals was Akainu Aokiji.
Right, yeah.
We could have seen that
When they fought each other.
Yeah, when they fought each other.
Right.
Yeah.
We could have seen it maybe in an OVA.
Possibly.
Great.
Just
Or
something.
not even like a side chapter
cover
or
story,
something.
just something, just
special-
anything.
special
Even
Yeah,
if you
special
release
chapter.
like a single volume, like a special volume.
Yes, just
I would've bought that.
just anything, right? And then
Like
just
what Kishi did with Kakashi Gaiden.
how Oda has handled hockey is what I feel the biggest fucking discrepancy and the biggest like shit stain on One Piece.
He's in.
Yes, I will say this
because-
as somebody who's just now, not to interrupt you, but as somebody who's just now experiencing Hunter x Hunter for the first time, I will say, bro, Nen is what hockey should have been. From the get-go.
Nen is so
I think what it was that
Nen is so
I think Oda
good,
came up with hockey and was like, oh man, I want Nen, but I don't know how to do this.
He's doing that
and
with
so
Luffy.
he's just like trying to
He's
change.
doing that with Luffy right now.
Nen is like, yeah, Luffy.
That's
okay,
10.
I
He's doing
just
10 and enhancer ability.
It's
Bro,
10 is so much better combined.
all the stuff where it was like, oh yeah, you erupt from the inside, you damage. I'm like, oh, this is Koen Ken, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
take
learned
it
about
all,
it.
focus
That's
on
exactly
one
what it is.
Okay, so look, and then to have all of these top tiers in one fucking place on Marineford, and you leave your fucking readers guessing.
Right.
And look, the only argument that you have against this is, oh, well, because Luffy hadn't unlocked hockey yet, we were seeing the story from Luffy's eyes.
Right.
So that's why we weren't aware of everybody using hockey. But that's some bullshit. That's bullshit.
And some again
Because
make One Piece.
it's
I'll give him leeway.
we have
I'll give him leeway.
to
One
leave.
Piece stream,
You leave it up
everybody.
to the readers. You leave it up to the fucking readers, and then people saying, "Oh, why did that hurt?"
Right.
We have to hear it from Luffy to be like, "Oh, well, he was probably using hockey." We have to hear Akainu, "Oh, y'all are hockey users." That's some bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
When Akainu
there's
was doing the
always-
same shit that
There's
Katakuri
always
is doing.
inconsistencies with this shit and a whole host of stories.
Not in a whole fucking
In a
power
whole host of-
scheme.
Based on maybe
Yo,
it changes
okay,
later on, but like
let's
based
stop,
on what
let's-
I'm under an
let's stop. Let's stop.
No, yeah, no,
Let's
that-
stop.
that-
the reverie.
that is
the
a
best
big
power
power
system.
Let's
in all
stop
of
and
it.
save it for
I don't
the
know.
reverie.
I don't know.
I was gonna say,
It's
like-
honestly between Nen and Stans.
Stans? What's
Stans
Stans are
from
creative.
JoJo.
Stans
Nen is by far the most creative power scheme ever created.
I
in all
don't,
of anime.
bro. Bohemian Rhapsody from JoJo.
The reason why I say that is because it's like you put your feelings, you put your will into it.
Right.
Yes, hockey
No,
is
I understand
will.
what you're saying, but the thing that makes Stan so unique is like not every Stan is powerful or meant for like killing people or meant for combat.
Same with Nen, though.
But yet,
Yeah.
but here's the thing. But the thing is, with stands, I feel like the way they use, because they show more stands than Nen users, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like a discrepancy to argue this. But the way stand users use their stands in creative ways is a lot more creative than the way the Nen users use their Nens thus far.
Okay, look.
But then again, like I said,
there's
like I said, there's a discrepancy because there's a lot more stand users shown than Nen users.
Let me
100.
argue Karapika real quick. Okay,
Yes.
now, just very basic.
I was gonna say
Just
no spoilers.
create-
No spoilers.
Yeah, careful.
Okay,
Oh,
no
yeah,
spoilers,
yeah.
Oh no, you're fine.
No, you're fine.
Yeah,
You're fine.
You can't go
At all. I'm like, this is like.
Nah,
You
fine.
can't go into blank.
I got you.
No,
I've seen Ubo already.
Like, okay, but the fact
Fine.
that he's like, he's so determined to destroy the spiders that he's made his Nen be able to
Restriction.
kill him
Oh, sure.
unless like he has to use the change against the spiders.
Right. Okay.
He has to, or he dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see,
That right there, that level of conviction, that level of conviction, and then later on in the series, like,
Good, right. Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Hold on. I got a comment. Thank you for Def Admiral for the 100 bits. Jouten, can we take a minute to give a certain people shit for skipping part 4? Oh my, Cole.
I wonder who.
Wow, King, you skipped part 4.
He
didn't even see Kira. He didn't even see Kira.
Wait.
Yo, so
No more spoilers. No spoilers. Not done with part 4.
Set up to part 4, and I was bored out of my mind.
Oh, that makes sense.
here's the thing, though. Like, I understand that because the anime, honestly, I feel like didn't do a good job. I think you're better off reading the manga. But the thing is, you really are missing what I believe is the best villain JoJo has to
I've
offer.
heard of Kira. No. Look, I've never talked about Kira.
He's
but
really good.
I haven't seen Kira, so I can't say what.
I don't consider,
can't say how
and for the
Kira is.
people in chat, I don't consider Funny Valentine a villain because he's not. He's an antagonist because he's
Valentine?
yes, part 7. Part 7. Yes, that's the president. He's an antagonist. He's not a villain.
Fair enough.
There's
All I'm
complete
saying-
difference.
All I'm saying is that, like, look, I didn't like. I watched 7 episodes of JoJo's Part 4. I wasn't a fan of it because it was too slice of life.
No, I
really didn't.
I
Feel,
li-
like for me, like for some
Listen,
reason, Part 2
King.
and Part 5, Italy, it just like fuck, man. Like it works, and then you have the main character.
Part 5 works so well, dude.
I love Giorno Giovanna.
My nigga,
Like,
thank you, bro.
Giorno,
Validation.
boy, man. Giorno, Bucciarati, I care about these boys.
Joseph, how many
And
years have you
then-
been saying this for?
Bro,
Yeah.
like, oh wait, hold on, real quick.
And then real quick, part 2, when Joseph was in his prime and they were still using
Yeah.
Hamon. And then Caesar, fucking Caesar, man.
Caesar!
And then the Pillar Men, Let's go.
No,
Come
so
on.
no, I gotta say
Part
something.
1's alright. Part 3 is iconic because, Dio.
Yeah, of course.
Let's be real there. Part 3 is fucking whack.
Part is too long.
Part 3 is whack.
It's way too long.
Part 3 is whack. Part 3 is whack. Yes, because the beginning of part 3 is really good, and then
My nigga
it gets
Iggy,
to, like,
though.
everything. So the beginning is really good,
Yeah.
right? And then after they leave, like to go to Egypt, that trip, that's when it kind of gets. But then when it hits Iggy versus Pet Shop, it really gets really fucking. Yeah, it is. But do you agree?
Yeah, I said Darby the Gambler.
Part 3 is
What about my nigga
Darby
Iggy,
was
though?
so
Darby the
good.
Gambler.
The first one, first Darby, yes.
The first one.
Part 3 is why. It's just that simple. Except for beginning and the ending. That's about it. But I want to talk to y'all real quick because I don't know how many of y'all are like from Original J Room on Facebook. I just wanna talk shit to y'all real quick. For all the niggas that was like, yo, Part 5 is trash. Fuck y'all. Because I know y'all riding the wave of the anime right now. You're like, this shit is fire. You fucking right. Giorno's whack. You fucking wrong. Fucking wrong.
A lot of Giorno.
Yo, you don't know how many.
I didn't even know people don't like Giorno.
A lot of people just dislike. Because I think, well, here's the thing.
Out for real, man.
The thing is, it was like a J-Room community thing. And I think they just dislike Giorno because he was my favorite JoJo. They're like, oh, Jouten likes this guy. Fuck Jouten. That's how I feel.
I remember
Not a huge fan of the design.
I remember one time.
I love the 3 donut shit. I love that shit. I don't know, dude. I just love it. What happened?
You remember that time everybody was ragging on me? Look, I've never watched JoJo ever in my life.
Right.
But I was ragging on JoJo's in the J Room. I was like,
Yeah.
JoJo's fucking gay.
Oh, yeah. They fucked you up that night. They fucked you up in the comment section that night. They made sure to bring up all the ice cream memes too.
Wait, shout out to Soglo.
They came out of nowhere.
Soglo is in chat too.
I know Soglo
Is
is
in
fucking
chat.
in here.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Soglo.
Oh shit.
Fuck you.
Shots fired.
That's a. That's a.
Shots
Nah,
fired.
but Soglo's my boy. I love you.
Yellow beans.
Just in case. You gotta be nice.
Yo, I like how hockey's actually in the house and commenting.
Yeah, for real.
Alright, yo, so wait. Alright, so real quick, we're done with
yeah.
One Piece. Okay, so guys, so we got a story for y'all. Y'all see these? These are gummies made of cannabis, right? So the whole bag itself.
Yo, fuck that shit. Don't try it.
Yeah.
No, really, don't try
do it to
this.
yourself.
Hockey's brother
So-
knows firsthand.
This
He knows. Like, oh,
this whole bag is 500 milligrams of cannabis, right? And the thing is, for each 1/3 of a piece of this, so you take a whole piece of this candy, for each 1/3 of that one entire piece is 50 milligrams of THC. Okay, each 1/3. So you would consider each 1/3, that's like 33%. That's 150 milligrams per piece. So Cole took 2. So he had 300 milligrams straight to the system. Zoro, how many did he take?
2.
He took 2 300 milligrams straight to the system. Nick took 3, so that was 450 milligrams to the system. I took 3, 450 milligrams straight to the system, and it was not fun at all. What was no? So yeah, so here was what was fun. King of Lightning, we have this all on tape, by the way. So it will
We got incriminating video
I was
of
not.
King
I
of
was
Lightning
trying
right
to
now.
look. I was
Here's the
sober
thing.
enough to know.
Incriminating video.
I was high for 20 hours. Like no joke.
No, yeah, you was
I was high
gone.
for 20 hours. No, I'm serious. For 20 hours.
20
I
hours.
came the next day. I saw him. I looked him in the face, and I'm like, "What happened to you?"
Yo, he came into my room.
I was
This man came into my room. What was he like?
so
Yeah, they can't see it.
so
Crazy.
so here's the thing. All right. So we were fucking high, right? And the thing is, I've been through this last year. So last year, yeah, you're talking to the mic. So last year, I was in the past, present, and future. Last year, I had 3 bodies, past, present, and future. Right. This year, I was in infinite scenarios. I was in every timeline, every dimension, every universe. And when I moved, you know, like that when who did it in Hunter x Hunter? I forgot. But basically, you know, when you move so fast, it looks like you're moving slow. and there's after
Oh yeah, the guy was so
Yeah, no, no.
right? So I felt like every time I moved, that was happening to me. But the thing is, so the thing is, since I've been through this last year, I already know what's happening.
Oh, you're not.
And in the footage, you can actually.
Wait. Spoil. Don't.
Careful.
So in the footage that's incriminating to King, you can actually hear me in the background breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was heavy because I was trying
Last
to.
year I was at Rogers' place. It was wild.
Last
Because
Last year, I don't know what.
honestly, chat, I knew I was high. I knew I was high, and I was trying to bring myself
I
back.
got the weed smell in my apartment for like a week.
Yeah.
It was like
It was bad.
Because I
So-
woke up the next morning and everybody was gone, obviously, and my girlfriend was like, "You look sick right now," and like I'm like, "What do you mean?" like, you look sick right now. And that day, I had to do the stage show with Toy
Right.
Animation.
Yeah.
So I get to the stage show with Toy Animation, and I have all that secondhand just like
Oh, yeah.
wafting through my system.
Yeah.
Bro, I get to that Toy Animation stage show, and I'm going, oh my god, like, what am I gonna do here? And they're asking me like One Piece trivia questions, and people in the chat are asking me like, oh, you know, like in the chat, but like people,
Yeah, I know what you
crowd
mean. Yeah.
are all like, yo, like, you know, what do you think about
Chat,
this?
crowd,
Like, who do you
same
think
shit.
Katakuri's father is? And I tell the people, I'm on the stage at Toy Animation. And I'm like, oh, Parasparrow, like Parasparrow's Katakuri's dad.
Yeah.
And I met Streusen, like in my head, I understand Streusen, and the whole audience is like, what's this guy talking about right now? And then what was like the second thing they asked? They asked me like something else super basic. I remember.
The drum
What's your
island thing,
favorite
yeah.
Robin arc?
Right, there you go.
And I, for whatever reason, off of everything that happened the night before, go, dude, Drum Island is
Yo, this man's One Piece credit.
Oh my god. Love it. And then right after, and when I made up those tweets, I'm like, yo, you can skip these arcs on the wiki, and I'm moving to the official release.
Yeah.
Suddenly people are like, I'm out.
It was, dude.
It was all that, and then all that.
Fuck
1 month.
frauds and
Bro, it was
cons.
terrible.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
It
It was terrible.
bad
Doesn't
timing.
matter, I got Hunter x Hunter now, so thanks, Togashi. Appreciate
It was bad, but yo, so
I'm on the Hunter x Hunter wave, man.
so King of Lightning,
I'm sitting, bro.
King of Lightning was trying to explain all the dimensions I was in mathematically. So we have that footage. But the one nigga we need to speak about, he ain't on camera right now, is Nick. So Nick was so high. This nigga was so high.
Come to the camera.
Yo, you gotta go.
Come over here, come over here.
Say hi, Dad.
This man right here,
Yeah.
this man here was so high. He was crying for no reason.
Yeah.
He was rubbing his nipples and crying for no reason.
This shit was the wildest shit.
Yo, this shit was wild.
It even got wilder too.
The man just starts crying for no reason,
This
dog.
guy- this dude Nick, in the middle of the night, because like I'm with Zoro and I'm with Vibe, right? This guy in the middle of the night. Hey yo! Like some walking mansion shit. Damn. That was a trippy shit I've ever seen in my childhood.
We love you, Nick.
In the middle of the night, bro.
It just these things are crazy.
We love you, Nick. We love you.
Love you, bud.
Thank you, bro. We love you.
That shit was funny, man. You made us laugh hard as hell.
You made our night, bro.
Yeah, this was
Nick is the one
Somebody I
that
know, yeah.
this is dangerous, bro.
Nick was the one
We
that
can't
supplied
expose
these.
them.
Huh? Did you just have another one?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, please don't.
Please don't.
Yo, I'm not touching this shit, bro.
No,
Like,
That shit
don't,
is
don't,
gone.
don't fuck with that.
I had 3, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
He's like, yo, 20 hours.
Yo, I was 20 hours. I was gone. 20 hours.
I got a blunt. I've been smoking.
Okay.
Fuck those edibles.
Here's the thing, though.
Sounds like
I
a bar.
don't.
The way you like laid all that out, that sounded like a bar.
Nah, it wasn't.
Here's the thing,
Good, though.
Matt.
We're gonna like put a beat to that. Say exactly what you just said again. We'll put a beat behind it. That'll be good. Half of those words I can't say because I'm busy, so I couldn't say
Fuck
it.
this edible.
Oh, come on, man. You got the pass, bro. You got the pass.
I can't say the F word, man. I can't.
Oh, I thought you meant the N word.
Oh, because of Disney?
No.
You got the pass, bro.
Every once in a while it'll slip out, but otherwise I'm cool.
Bro.
Man, this is who I need to hook up with because I need to work
gotta
Look
go.
out for now. You don't want
So I'd
to
say
terminate,
some
especially on
scholarship.
20.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Be careful saying that N word, Roger. I might record you. I
Bro,
might.
If I ever try to
My whole
get
chat, I will say this, my whole chat during Hunter x Hunter,
Yeah.
they were all like, oh, he's coming up to the N-word, he's coming up to the
Oh,
N-word.
shit.
The whole chat was saying this, and I was in Heaven's Arena. The whole chat's like, he's
Oh,
gonna
so-
say the N-word, and I'm sitting there watching this like, what the hell are you guys saying? Like, what? I almost said it right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I'm like, what are you guys talking about? And then all of a sudden it comes on screen and they're like, oh, Nen. And I say
Yeah.
Nen, and everyone's like, oh, he said it, he said the N-word. And I'm like, oh my god, what
What
is
the
this? Like,
fuck is
Nen?
this?
Nen? That's
Yeah.
what you were talking about for sure?
Straight
Yeah.
trolling, bro. That's what
Crazy.
But that's what we
I
love.
like how we
That's
got
what we
the
love.
alpaca right in the
Honestly,
background.
Yeah, he has a
Yo, look at who's got the
I'm happy.
alpaca.
I'm really happy.
in the background.
Wait, where'd you get that llama, bro? Where'd you get this?
Roger, no.
Bro, where'd you get this? Is the better question.
It's only $85. 85.
Oh, it's $85?
Only 85.
Well, I can't see
Yo,
that.
I was walking down
I can also
They make it sound like $85
Yo, I
cheap.
thought it was the Mary at first.
The Mary.
Oh my god.
You collect them?
collect
You collect stuffed llamas?
Llamas.
Roger, it's an alpaca.
Oh, it's alpaca. Only reason I know alpaca is because of Animal Crossing.
It's kawaii as fuck.
Yo.
He's my friend now.
Kawaii.
Kawaii boys.
But yo,
No,
man,
talking about Kawaii
now
boys.
now you're starting to
What
see-
about the
about what?
alpaca?
now you're starting to see how good Hunter x Hunter actually is.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
when Matt said it's probably the best show, like we're not fucking around.
No, no, for sure.
I went back to that stream. I got a lot of crap for that.
Togashi
We did
at
that.
point, bro.
We did that Shonen stream, and a lot of people are going back to that, being like, "Wow," because they're listening to the conversation at the ending, like Hunter x Hunter versus One Piece. And I said something during it, like, "Oh, no arc in Hunter x Hunter is like can rival Impel Down," right? Is what I said. I'd never read Hunter x Hunter at that point. I'm sitting there trying to be a good host, letting
You
all you guys talk.
fucked up.
And so, I know, and somebody said,
fucked up.
someone brought it up in the chat because I said during one of my streams,
Yeah,
I
right.
think it was like Heaven's Arena. I'm like, dude, this is one of the best shonen arcs I've ever read. And a bunch of people were like, it's better than Impel Down, isn't it?
Yo, listen.
I was happy to eat that crow, man. I was happy to eat that crow. Hunter x Hunter is amazing.
Listen.
It's amazing.
I'll say
got the
this
last-
about Hunter x Hunter, and I always
got
say
crumbs,
this.
man.
Yeah.
Hunter x Hunter, I believe, started before One Piece.
Right.
It
Or-
did.
It did, right?
It'll end after One
Yeah,
Piece.
it'll end after One
Well, I
Piece
don't
for sure.
know.
But if Hunter x Hunter even had half of the chapters that it does now,
Yeah.
half of the chapters that it does now,
Here's how
it
you
would,
know Hunter x Hunter
it would
started
be
before One Piece.
as good as One Piece. Like if it continued on a consistent basis.
Well, let me
It would already have ended.
Let me
And
challenge that
then
for a second.
before, wait.
All
Before you say what you're gonna say, because I know what you're gonna say.
Okay.
Damn.
Yes, I
Read my
do
mind.
think that Togashi's breaks and his hiatuses help him maintain his quality. I definitely do.
That makes sense, yeah.
I definitely do.
You have months to write a chapter.
Yeah,
so
you
a lot
have
better
months
than
to write
1
a
week,
chapter,
of course.
yeah, versus
especially when
somebody
you're overworked
with-
and you're sleeping 4 hours a day. Like
Right.
But I mean, when you even look at the NEN system and how complicated that is, and how like
A lot of
transmuters with everything, like having to know what NEN
Right.
types help other. I mean, you need to take that time to get that because you know the manga community. We all know this. They'll be the first ones to be like, "Well, you said 100
honestly,
chapters."
Even taking that into consideration, him having more time,
Right.
you better quality and shit. I think that it would be right there with One Piece.
I don't know.
If it can,
It all
like
depends. Let me
let's
just
say
say the-
let's
say one
say
thing,
if the hiatuses weren't as consistent as they are now.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand where they are now. I'm not gonna spoil, but where they are now in the kind of transitional period that Hunter x Hunter is in right now.
Yeah.
If it doesn't continue that quality, in my opinion, that's a failure.
Right.
It has to.
I agree.
Well,
It has
the
to
thing
continue.
the thing is,
It hasn't-
wait,
it hasn't been there.
But
It
look,
hasn't
But
been
you're
there.
look at-
assuming,
look-
but you're assuming that One Piece maintains quality.
But I'm saying One Piece has been going on longer.
Okay, fine, it's going along, but also
That's what I'm saying.
from a quality standpoint, One Piece fluctuates wildly compared to.
But I'm saying One Piece has a better track
Wow.
record over a longer period of time than Hunter x Hunter does, in my
So-
opinion. If they're not able to maintain the quality with this upcoming situation.
Like from a chapter length standpoint or from a year standpoint.
I'm talking about like this transition that we're doing.
yo,
in Hunter x
but,
Hunter right now.
what's
It's so
going
important.
on?
It's so important.
What's going on in
It's
Hunter x
so
Hunter?
important.
What's going on in Hunter x Hunter right now? Every time chapters come out, if you pay attention,
Right.
it's a volume's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
But-
volume's
but
worth.
I would argue
and
it's not
then
very
he's
good.
like, "Yo, I'm out, bitches.
Bye.
But I would-
See you later.
Y'all, I gave y'all enough for you to look forward to the next 10.
But
I'm
I
gonna
don't-
be here.
but
I hope y'all are too.
but I'd argue it's
And
not as
then
good.
and then repeat the process.
Yeah, I feel you. I
So
feel you.
when you're releasing a volume at a time, and I believe that manga is supposed to be read, or is better when it's read a volume at a time.
Right.
Fuck the
The weekly
chapter,
shit.
Yeah, the weekly shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that it's shown in weekly.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But fuck that, because some chapters coincide with others.
Sure.
See, here's the thing,
Like the I Want to Live.
right,
That's
sure.
a perfect example of two chapters going together.
right.
Fair.
See, this is why, like, personally for me, I fucked with Naruto so much, because Naruto was one of those few series that every single week was, for the most part,
A double
satisfying.
And then Naruto would do double chapters, right?
They would do double page spreads a lot, but
Yeah.
not double chapters. Fairy Tail, that trash ass shit, did like double chapters
they
like
did
almost
double
every week. Yeah, I would say this.
No, I was thinking Naruto and how Naruto did the double episodes. The double episodes, I love that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but like for Naruto on a week-to-week basis, when it was running, for the most part, you were satisfied.
Right.
for the most part. I'm talking about like the good chapters.
Yeah.
Part 1 Naruto to this day I think stands on top as like the pre-time skip like parts of Shonen. I think part 1 Naruto is just too good.
Bro, part
I would
one
say the short
Naruto
arcs
is
of One Piece are
fucking.
enjoyable.
Part one
I never
Naruto
had
is
an issue
amazing.
with, like,
It's
Zoe was
It's
great.
almost damn flawless.
Because
Yeah.
every week ended up on a different cliffhanger and a different mystery, and then you get to the the twist, the Raizo is safe kind of thing, and you're like, oh my
Yeah, but
god, bro.
but like as a totality, I can't think of a part 1 that's as good as
No,
part
I
1.
agree with yeah.
Like-
And I've not even read Naruto, but just knowing the
trying to think
consistency from
here.
all of you,
trying to
and like
think here.
hearing about it,
Uh-huh.
and knowing like what I've experienced in One Piece,
Partner one,
I don't doubt it. You know what I mean?
Fair.
Because I've seen there's
mean,
a
Hunter
lot of
x Hunter,
fluctuations even in
I mean,
that.
it has
One Piece.
arcs.
Like I'm one of those people.
That
that
It's like
just
it's not no
massive.
part though for
I
Hunter.
don't really
Like
like
Hunter's
how
is like just
I
one
think if you've gone back
continuing.
and read it,
That's true, I guess.
Dressrosa
My
does
favorite
everything
Hunter
it
Hunter
does
arc
and
is
does it better.
Yorkman.
Did I last them?
Yes.
I mean,
I like
I would say that
Naruto
the
over
end,
Chimera.
the very end of Dressrosa.
It's really a
Birdcage,
toss-up. You can't
that
go wrong
stuff's
with those.
garbage.
Right.
But the primary
The totality
story,
I think are a big issue in the arc for sure.
for sure.
For sure.
But I would,
Like,
I would
I
say
wish-
the highs
I wish
of Dressrosa
Yorkman-
are higher than the highs of
I
Alabama.
wish Yorkman
I would say the
would
highs
have
of
been
Sabo
like.
arriving again. The high of the Doflamingo fight.
Not-
Not like
I'm
Sabo.
talking
Yeah,
about-
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Knows what
But,
spots he
like,
wants to get to.
Right.
You're right.
a little
That's
bit
what I'm
longer.
saying.
Yeah.
Oda has kicked
I think it would've worked like
in its
that.
totality. Can you
Spiders a
really?
little
In
bit
its
more.
totality, Oda's has
it was
also had
great.
very, very good arcs. And these arcs kind of are the foundation of
They
One
are.
Piece.
That's
When
one of
you
the
think of
best
One Piece,
anime
you think
factions
of Enies Lobby,
Yeah.
Marine
It's not
Ford,
Saboti.
Saboti,
of course,
and
yeah.
so on. But
Yeah.
with Togashi, hard pressed to find a bad arc.
Oh yeah.
If you want to nitpick a certain thing, okay, fine. But for the most part, his arcs are okay and above. But the thing
I
about him
agree
is
with
like he has, when you go back
Honestly-
to Yu Yu Hakusho, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best villain,
Yeah, no.
the best.
I think Hunter Hunter's got better than
Like back.
It's
You think Hunter Hunter has better
I
I would
villains?
say Ahsoka is like
I
far
can't
and
think
away
of
the
it
best.
as fair. But
Ahsoka's
dude,
amazing.
I
There's
can't
one that he
think of
doesn't
the
know about that I think is the best villain.
Oh,
of
man.
all
fair. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
saying
okay,
yeah.
okay,
I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna need one, but I can't think of it. Like there are
my dude.
when you think of
That's my
like
dude.
whatever's
Which
going on,
are?
like again, no spoilers. But
And I know
think of
Can you say he's a
fair.
villain though?
No. But
I mean, yeah.
Think of Toguro,
Yeah.
bro. Think of fucking
Whether they're justified or not,
Shinobu
what he was trying to
Sensui,
do.
bro. Shinobu
Wow.
fucking Sensui, man.
We know you swear by him.
I swear to him, man.
Yes,
man.
I know.
God damn.
I know. Hey, look.
Yes.
Can I just give a shout out right
get all
now
his personalities.
to my nigga Uber, to my nigga Jouten, and to my nigga King?
There you go.
Because when I first came into the community, I remember I was like, yo, fuck branching out other series. I'ma stick to One Piece, I'ma stick to Bleach, I'ma stick to Naruto. And fuck everybody else. That's what I said. Bro, that like I remember when y'all brought forward the Rurouni Kenshin versus Yusuke debates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, bro, why the fuck are these niggas doing this? Y'all made me go back and read fucking Rurouni Kenshin?
Yeah.
Genshin, yeah.
Yo!
Yes.
Listen!
Yes.
Anybody in the chat that has not read Rurouni
What the
Kenshin
fuck are you doing?
and
Please
that
do.
says One Piece is the best fucking shonen, go fucking read Kenshin.
You know the funny thing is Oda was the assistant to Veronica.
He was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
assistant.
Yeah.
He was the assistant to
Yeah.
Rurouni Kenshin,
Right.
and ever since One Piece, he's been talking about Wano, and because he was the assistant to the author of Kenshin, that is a main reason why people have been looking forward
For
to
Wano.
Wano,
Sure.
because they're like, yo, we want to see
Well,
your rendition
Right.
of the Meiji era, what
Right.
you
Yeah.
think swordplay is,
Samurai.
what you want to
Yeah.
do, samurai, all of that.
That is a fair point.
And
Yeah,
that,
definitely.
like, dude, Kenshin.
So
Ending,
good.
Don't you-
a shonen ending
Yeah.
that you're just like, yo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, like,
Yeah.
you need to just go sit up in the corner real quick and just cry.
In anime, there's no Nishi.
Yeah.
You just need to like get your thoughts
Right, right.
together.
With all this stuff with Kenshin, though, don't you think it's going to get to that in Act 3? Like when they're actually in Onigashima and they're fighting Kaido's people? Like, don't you think the swordplay stuff will come into play then?
Well-
Because now I don't think so.
Well,
now
listen,
listen.
Let me say this.
Is
I know, Act 2's up and down.
Subpar.
I'm gonna say this about Zoro,
At
right?
best.
What I kind of envision for Zoro, and maybe this is just me, just being a hype king, and just I envision him going on an adventure like Vagabond-esque.
What are you talking about?
I was
In
yo,
Wano,
Yeah, like okay, look. You see how he you see how he's been walking around.
Yo, man, I envisioned that he was
We
gonna
have
go
seen
to.
none of
Hold on,
it.
Wait,
hold on. I envisioned-
exactly. We haven't seen any of it. That's my problem.
I was
with
thinking
Zoro.
I was thinking the
been
exact same
walking-
thing.
Wait, time out. So
look,
wait,
King.
no, wait, no,
I don't-
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
I gotta get this off.
It's been 40 some odd chapters.
It's been 40.
Some odd chapters in Wano so far.
Okay.
The man has been walking for 30, and now you want 30 more?
No, listen,
From the beginning,
listen, King.
Seeing all that.
You're not seeing
You're not
it.
listening.
Your observation hockey is kind of.
No.
You gotta listen, yo, Matt. You gotta understand, King's hockey overall is just overrated.
He's rocking that solid ornament hockey.
What Matt's saying is absolutely 100%.
So look. What I mean is, from the beginning, there should have been a tale. There should have been a series of events from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what they
he
should have done?
There should have been a plot point for Shisui, where some of the samurais, very strong samurais throughout Wano, they notice, yo, you're walking around with Ryuma's sword. What the fuck are you
What's
doing?
going on?
And
Because so far, it's only been one person, right?
We got a little fucking glimpse, and then the person that it was couldn't hold a fucking candle to Zoro.
Yeah.
See, that was my problem with the Zoro Kamazo thing, because to me, you build up these supernovas, right? It's the people who could be the Pirate King. And then, I don't care, people are like, oh, Goto, whatever, like, he's nerfing a headcanon. No, whatever, BS, alright? Kamazo is still killer. I don't care if he ate a fake devil fruit. Who gives a shit? He can't swim. You're not gonna swim in the middle of a sword fight. Right.
He
It
was
doesn't
tortured.
matter.
Well, he was clearly tortured.
He was whatever, fine. He's killer. His name is Killer.
Still fucked up.
He's a supernova.
Still
Alright, okay, see something.
But how much do you This is my question.
Killer and Zoro, it should not have ended where Zoro just goes, Kamazo, whatever, boom.
And then especially where he's fighting two people at one time.
Unbelievable.
I agree. It was a weird ass way to end it. But the problem is this, right? We're assuming it's not like with Hokiala and Sanji. Apparently, this is not Zoro's arc. I thought it was.
It should have been.
King, listen. King, it doesn't have to be exclusive.
Zoro is clearly a prima character. He's a regular Luffy, but it looks like when it comes to like the samurai stuff, it looks like right now the guy for Zoro is Kyosho.
Kyosho.
But
no one's arguing Kyosho though. Kyosho's been a good character since the beginning.
But when it comes to actually, end of villain kind of stuff in Wano Kuni, it appears to be the villain, and we see it in the Prisoner of Mind with Luffy and Kid. Kid and Luffy are
King,
blocks.
Wait, hold on.
King, I'm not saying that this needs to be Zoro's arc, because whenever Oda said that this is the arc of Sanji, it's not saying, hey, Sanji's gonna have this big moment where he's gonna fucking whoop. No.
You could
Listen.
have had the main story arc with all this happening with Luffy and his training, and have Zoro do his own thing and have a couple of chapters.
Yes.
No.
So where it's just going somewhere here.
Wait, time out. Let me say this. So let me say this. In terms of what he's saying with Zoro's journey, like walking by himself, honestly, what should have happened was Oda should have translated that journey into the cover pages. You know how he does the cover pages, and each cover page is a story? That journey should have been...
like 30 chapters.
Yeah, but fuck the request. At this point, like, fuck the request, you know?
Skywalker did that.
Yes.
Or something like that. That would
Yes.
have been nice. That's what I was
Number
hoping
one,
for.
I think that we're beyond that point. Honestly, in Wano Kuni.
That's the point. That's the problem, though. Like, I'm saying from the very beginning.
I don't think we're beyond the cover story, but I think what's going to happen is the cover story is going to be something like we don't care about right now. It's
Right.
Like the Vince Smoke,
Yo,
senior papers.
listen. I'm not.
Number two is this, man. There was one small thing that I found very odd, is that there was, at the end of Zoro,
Oda, hire me.
At the end of Zoro, alright? At the end of Zoro, Zoro told Luffy that I want to go and gather up all these samurai for you, Luffy, and we're going to have this crazy army, we're going to have everybody there.
Yeah.
Look at Luffy now. Luffy's the one gathering the samurai.
That's
It's
right.
Ashura Doji who is idolizing Luffy. Even Kinemon seems to be second fiddle to Luffy. Right now we're in the Prisoner of Mind, and it's Luffy who is gathering all these
King, but listen,
Not Zoro.
Luffy, all what you're doing is proving my point. Listen, I'm not saying that I need an arc centered around Zoro. I don't give a fuck about that.
Fair.
Zoro is a character. Zoro is an important character to One Piece, and the way that he's going, he's gonna be important in game. He's probably gonna fight the fucking Goro. No, they all are, but Zoro and Luffy are gonna be the most
Because
important.
they're not only that, they're the two supernovas of the group too.
In
So
game, they're gonna in game at the end of One Piece, the most renowned Straw Hats that are gonna be talked about the way that Goldie, Roger, and Rayleigh are talking
Luffy and
about.
Zoro.
Luffy and Zoro. No.
don't say Sanji. Don't go
I
there.
didn't say Sanji.
No.
Who's thinking Sanji?
Usopp. Okay. Usopp.
I can see it. No, I can see it. But no, not that one.
I mean, like full out, not even.
Okay, no. I don't think. I definitely do not think that it's
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
be Usopp over. Look, it's not gonna be Usopp over Zoro for two
I
reasons.
guarantee you Usopp.
Let me tell you two reasons why.
Yeah, if Zoro dies,
He's throwing out
Let me tell you
guarantees.
two reasons why.
Guarantees,
this is
folks.
unreal. See, this
This
is
man said Usopp.
this is the man y'all watch. Remember this.
Let me tell you two
This
reasons
is
why.
this is your king. Is this your king?
Yeah, I've told my characters to my channel.
I'm gonna tell you two reasons why.
Hold on. If you look at every legend that's told, it's always come true.
Okay.
Usopp has literally the highest bounty spikes of all the straw.
Of all the Straw Hats,
His
that's a
arc
fact.
comes from Elbaf. He's considered to be a god, a quote unquote god.
See, but you're saying this right now like
No,
his
no,
arc's
wait.
coming Elbaf.
No,
We're just
wait.
saying this about Wild Country with Zoro.
okay, wait,
Listen.
Usopp meaning like some giant character who happened to be friends with Big Mom. I'm telling you, it's not gonna
And
be.
he's like, yo, take it back.
Exactly.
A lot of folks theorize and I agree that the 8,000 Soa force that he will lead will be giants.
So what?
And
Like,
what? We're talking about literally the force that Big Mom believed that
Right.
would give her the
That will what?
piece.
That will what? Like fight
So,
Zoro?
no.
Like what's it gonna do?
If a Kaiju
doesn't
is
matter.
shitting bricks over the samurai of Wano Kuni being so powerful
Right.
and they're bitches,
Yeah.
the giants of Elbaf, the dude's gonna have
King,
a fucking heart
King,
attack.
let me give you two things. Let me give you two things.
Yo.
Okay,
I just Yo, let me ask a question. Let me ask a question.
We should know.
I just want to ask a question real quick.
Fuck it, Adam.
I want to ask
We
a
should
question.
know that.
I want to ask a question, and then it'll follow up into the point.
Okay.
Do we know of any characters that have defeated admirals for certain?
No.
Okay, right?
Yeah.
No.
Like Yonko, bro. No,
Unless, but even with Yonko,
yeah.
even with Yonko, we don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. You can take it. You can say Whitebeard,
Yeah.
asterisk.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Whitebeard
And
asterisk.
then-
That's the only one. That's the only one I
Like
would say.
Roger.
Yeah.
When he was
Roger.
sick, when he was wounded.
Right.
you know,
Okay.
Roger-
So
Roger
listen.
Bingo.
Listen. In the future of One Piece, in the future of One Piece, do you think admirals will be defeated? Yes or no?
They're gonna have to be.
They're gonna have to.
They're gonna have to be.
Who are gonna be? Who would you say are
they
the
have
top?
to be?
Who would you say are the top three candidates
Here-
right now in the present story to defeat an admiral?
Luffy, Zoro, Sanji.
Yes.
I would say Luffy,
I would say Luffy, Zoro, Kid.
Sabo.
I'll say
Well,
Luffy.
Sabo, Akainu, but that's
Okay,
but
but
we're
that's
talking
not
about like Kizaru, Green Bull, Fujitora.
Okay,
No, here's the
listen.
thing.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
when it
So
comes to-
look. Y'all
He's
just said
not
Luffy.
happy.
Y'all said Luffy, Zoro, Kid, or
Sanji.
Luffy,
Yeah.
You don't
Zoro,
think Sanji Kizaru's gonna happen?
Wait a
Yeah,
second.
no,
No, it has nothing to do with that. Just listen to. Here we go.
Okay, yeah.
Honestly, wait,
Sanji,
before you
or
even
Zoro-
go, Matt,
Zoro-
before you even go, honestly, I feel like Fujitora and Green Bull are gonna heel turn.
Yes, I
can
do
see
too.
Fujitora
I think they're gonna heel turn.
Fuji's revolutionary, but not that trained.
Fuji is
Fuji
definitely gonna heel turn.
Definitely,
But look,
yeah.
this is my point. Zoro,
I feel like Green Bull might follow.
Zoro's probably
We'll see.
gonna be one of the people. Zoro's probably gonna be one of the people to defeat an admiral.
Okay.
Zoro also will be involved in becoming the greatest swordsman in the world, however it happens.
Okay.
If he beats
Mihawk,
Mihawk,
whatever.
or if he beats the person who defeats Mihawk.
Mihawk is gonna wind up
That,
dying to Ace.
in and of itself,
That's the only way.
is going to give him a higher
only way.
reputation long
Only way.
term than Usopp.
Yeah, and then it just goes. It
But,
just goes.
but you're talking, you're quantifying different things because like what you're talking about is taking down the system. You're talking about taking down an admiral. I agree with you. I'm on your side on this. The Usopp, the story of like bringing 8,000 giants to the final throne war for the future Pirate King, like
what
that
I'm-
shit is like Nolan level.
No,
That's
okay.
no. That's
Okay.
like
What I'm saying,
Tall tales of Nolan.
No. But the problem is that with Nolan, okay, like his lies were true to be fair.
Yeah.
But he never really told it. Like Usopp tells lies.
Yeah,
Like, the story.
I get what
the
you're
story of
saying.
You know what I'm
Nolan-
saying?
Look,
It's like
what
it's
he's saying,
No.
what
like-
he's
it's
saying,
like legend versus
Usopp is
fact.
gonna be. He's saying like Usopp is
Okay,
gonna be kind of
okay,
like a
no.
folktale
No.
Yeah.
that is passed down
Usopp's
through
not gonna live.
generations.
Usopp's not gonna live
I will
throughout the
bring it
entire
down.
I don't
story.
think he is.
Usopp's gonna die.
No.
He's gonna die.
I'll break it down and like
Usopp
it's simple
will
as
die.
I think that at the end of the story, Usopp will be recognized as the genuine vice captain of the Straw Pirates.
No way.
Oh,
That's Zoro. That's
Somebody
Zoro.
clip that. Clip that.
No way.
No. We're done here with the One Piece conversation.
All right, that's fine.
Okay,
We'll save
that
it
we're
for
gonna have
another
to end that on that note because that is blasphemous.
crazy.
Go back to the beginning of the story.
Absolutely crazy.
I'm bringing this up.
So Matt, we were
This is gonna be a full
we were talking to Roger last night, and we were kind of giving him the rundown of old school community stuff, and we gave him the little rundown of Jim's Nerd Nation. Now remember how?
Now I know. See, now I know about this. What was the other guy you said?
my
F.
brothers
Larry or
and
Leonard? What did you
sisters.
say?
Oh, Larry.
Hello, my brothers and sisters in the
Of
Nerd
the
Nation.
Nerd Nation.
Oh, we're right here.
What did they say in the show?
Here. That's crazy. Yo, that's
Yo,
like some
so-
incognito shit right there.
Yeah. So no, the reason why I bring it up is because when the whole situation was happening, right? You were the one that actually found out the original live stream. Remember, it was everything One Piece, me, King, Jim, and Jim's like brother stuff like that in the original live stream. Remember when he was showing off his artwork? And remember how you brought up the fact that my face turned heel mad quick? And
Yeah,
I was
because
like,
I be picking up on vibes.
Yeah, and
like,
then-
I was like, yo, Jouten. Like when we got off stream, I said, Jouten, like you weren't fucking with that shit, were you? And then
I was
you
like,
were like, nah. You're like that shit just,
that was fake.
yeah.
Months ago, like months before it even happened.
He like I remember when I seen that because Jouten was just like. What was Joten's quote? There's
no such thing as coincidence, only inevitability.
That's all I heard. That's all I heard him saying, bro, when he was watching that, bro. He was like this, bro. He's just like I see him with his glasses. He's like,
That shit fake.
he's like this guy.
This guy
Okay.
right here.
I see all through this, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Well, okay, what's up? You
So
were
no,
telling-
yeah, we were just trying to give him the rundown of the history because he was like, yo, like, I never heard of Jim, I never heard of Larry.
Okay,
They
so
were
Roger,
laying down- they were laying down the generations,
what
right?
year did you come into the community?
To 2015. I started doing.
Oh, so you came into the
2015?
Yeah,
Yo.
I started my first YouTube video.
you came into the community when that shit was dead.
So you came in like when we like when everything just like
Fell apart.
No, because
everything
Fell apart.
My first review that's no longer available, but the first thing I ever did a review reaction to whatever
Yep.
was Sabo. No, it wasn't actually. It wasn't. I read the Sabo chapter and was like, I need to do videos.
Right.
So I was
Okay.
watching like King and Forever World.
Okay.
And the thing that I came in on was Usopp using the hockey to snipe through the castle.
Right.
Okay.
That was the very first thing I
So
did.
Dressrosa.
So Dressrosa. And then I got halfway through the Dressrosa. My first arc that I ever did fully on YouTube was Zoe.
Okay, so
Which is why the
so
man
there's like 3 different ages of the YouTube anime community.
There's voice
mine was
entry.
Apparently, I
There's-
was like near the beginning of Tekken was the very beginning of mine. Who was sort of a crossover of the old ones.
No,
Well,
Tekken,
no,
I wouldn't
He
say
was
that.
from their
Tekken,
gen at that
Tekken
point.
was
Tekken's
in
from
our
our
generation.
generation. Yeah,
Right.
Tekken's
But
definitely.
he was your
Tekken-
generation,
Tekken-
but like flourished.
Tekken was at the beginning of
Yes.
y'all's generation.
Right.
Yes.
Tekken
No, Tekken was like around, like right after. No,
So here's how here's
So
you
mine
were
was
before
like,
Tekken.
my
Look, look,
age
look.
was-
Look,
No, you
here's
were
how
before-
here's how it
you were
goes.
before
There's the Void Century.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
the
not
Void
talking about
Century.
I'm talking about in general.
And the Void Century is the beginning of the face cams and where
The beginning of everything,
So
bro,
it's
like-
the beginning of everything. It's
No, he-
it's-
okay,
it's
so-
for Neverworld.
Yeah.
It's Sawyer.
Yeah.
Right Armor
It's
Elric,
Double 4 Anime. Yokorama.
Yokorama Game Talks, Bob Samurai,
Samurai.
Bob Samurai.
Bob Samurai,
Who else was it?
right arm of Edward Elric, the girl.
The girl.
Nobody remember that. I was gonna say the B word, but nobody remember her. Nobody remember her.
Was Walking Dead around?
Larry was there too.
You guys
Larry
always told me
was
everything
there.
One Piece was one of them, right?
No, everything One Piece is our
Everything One
generation.
Piece was
He's
ours.
our generation.
Okay, so then it's theirs. So how they came
Uber Black
up-
Man, Uber Black
Yeah,
Man.
Uber
Black
Black
Man.
Man was first?
Yeah, Uber Black
Okay,
Man was in it too.
Okay. And then you have their generation. So that's Bankai, Joten,
Yeah.
Zoro, King,
Devil
who
Artemis,
else?
technically.
Devil Artemis.
Yeah.
Luffy.
Luffy the Dragon
Super
Slayer.
Saiyan.
Oh,
Luffy the Super Saiyan. He's a part of y'all generation.
Wow.
Whoa!
Larry, Uber Akari.
No, Larry was like voice entry.
Uber Black
Okay.
Man.
No, Uber Black Man was voice
Black Man
entry.
was voice entry.
Uber, because you remember Uber Black Man was doing videos. So here's the so here's the reason why we call it.
Anime
So here's the reason why it's called the voice entry, because we don't know what's real, because
There's so many conflicting stories.
yeah, the lore is, and this is not to shoot down Fernell World, but everybody who knows the lore already knows this. The lore is that Fernell World was with the anime mafia at the time. So that's Fernell World, Bob Samurai.
Huh?
The dislike.
No.
This
So this was worse. No, this was. No.
When I first
That's double
started
four.
doing
That's
it-
double four
I know this.
in Bleach.
Yeah, it was double
Bleach Fanatic. So here's the thing. So the anime mafia was Fernell World, the phone 999.
Bleach Fanatic for you guys was also Arab Andy, who
Yeah, sure.
stuff.
Yeah. So it was.
I
That's
know all this.
All right. So the group was Fernell World, the phone 999.
Yeah.
Bob Samurai, Yokorama Game Talk, and then like secretively was Double Four and Bleach Fanatic. But the reason why we don't know anything, because everything conflicts, is that the lore states that the lore, because that's what it
Yeah,
really
it
is.
is. It's like
For Neverworld and Anime Mafia was targeting groups, were targeting people that were up and coming in the community and taking down their channels. Now we don't know if that's real or not, but that's what the lore states.
I fully believe it.
And the only one-
All I know is that Brago stream, which is now legendary, the RogersBase versus Anime Fan Talk, what's the real beef? And then I was like, there is no beef, but Double For Anime, screw this guy. Like that, like, when that stream happened, right?
Yo, Matt,
that
I gotta
was when
talk to you
sort of
real
got
quick.
Involved with all the,
How the fuck do you not have Anime Fan Talk blocked yet on Twitter? How the fuck, dog?
Yo, AFT is actually entertaining.
Yo,
He is not.
This
He is not.
This is what I do. I just try to just say, look, I'm a neutral party. And
I am
just
too.
be- I just be chilling.
Yeah.
I just be chilling, and I just shit. I just be kicking back. I just be kicking. Nah, Anime Fan Talk is wild. He's wild
Yo,
as fuck.
so here's the thing. I think I already told you, but the reason why I have him blocked.
Oh, you have AFT block.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yes.
Franklin. Shouts to Franklin.
Yo, shout outs to fucking Franklin. So,
he was going at you a couple of weeks
Yeah,
ago.
but that was like for the wiki.
and when I'm
And that
talking,
was solely because his
He's
channel
going at
was
you
dead,
about
and he was,
video
like, trying to
games
get
and shit
clout.
too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Burning Blood. Because Bandai Namco paid me and invited me to go to a World Seeker event, and I'm playing World Seeker, and he's like, "How do they invite him? He said he was the best in the world at Burning Blood, but I know I beat him once online." I'm like, "Bro, it's not about you. It's about me. Pay my bread, Franklin. I'm sorry."
yeah, okay. So the reason why I have AFT blocked,
Yeah.
because I was cool, like whatever. Like he was, weird. Like the shit that he says is just weird. Like,
It's weird.
like yo, I got mad clout, and then it's just like, but let me not even
Nah,
get to
what
that.
you showed me, that
Anyway,
shit was out of pocket. But
So this also goes back into Jim.
Yeah.
Because he was around during the Gym Nerd Nation time too. He just wasn't making videos, I think. He was just watching us. So this man DM'd me out of fucking nowhere. Like, yo, bro, let me read this shit verbatim. Give me my phone.
oh boy, oh
Want
boy.
some old Double 4 DMs? Because I can.
No, don't do
Nah,
that.
we don't.
Don't-
Nah, I'm cool with double four. Let's not expose.
Got
it.
a lot of those.
Well beyond that.
Got a lot of those 2 a.m. DMs.
Yo, I don't even
from a
fuck with.
frustrated
I don't
Double
even
4
fuck
anime.
with double four.
You know what I'm talking
I
about?
used to talk to double four on fucking
Real
Skype.
quick, okay, real quick.
sorry.
So
I feel
back in
pain.
the day, all right. So back in the day, I think it was me, Uber Akari, and there was somebody else. I think it was Jouten. We got,
Yeah, I was there. I was
yeah,
there.
yeah. We had to like interrogate Double Four because we suspected that Double Four was stealing with this guy named JJ
Okay, I got it.
Killful.
I got it.
Oh, real quick. But JJ Killful was doing racist videos on myself, on Manga Main, on other black YouTubers because he was essentially like Double Four's like right hand man. Okay, so we had to calm down for that.
Yeah.
And Uber Akari,
Destroyed him.
Destroyed him. Like it was a.
You're talking about the live stream that one time.
That's a legendary
The
live
live stream, the Bankai live stream.
Yeah.
So, right. So okay. So this was on August 1st, 2018,
Okay.
and this is with
This is
Bleach.
from Franklin.
This is from Franklin.
Got
This is from
I don't know what it is.
see, Phantom.
it. Okay, let's
This is
see.
him.
Gotcha.
So he hits me up. He's like, "Yo, Arab Andy," which is Bleach Fanatic, because Bleach Fanatic got arrested for going into a college and faking a bomb threat. False bomb threat. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
False bomb threat.
real quick, he goes to some kind of psych class,
Yeah.
and it's a what's called a Twitch TTS.
He was.
Twitch alert.
Text speech. And then someone does like the
countdown.
some Arabic stuff.
Yeah.
In the middle of the class, and it's like a bomb ticking.
And you actually hear the bomb ticking.
So imagine Arabic stuff, and at the end of it, it's a bomb going beep, beep, beep. People ran from the class and leave, and someone pulled the fire alarm.
Okay.
And then he tries to leave, or he leaves. He gets off the campus premises, and then as he's walking down the street near the campus, some cop comes to him. Hey yo, go on the ground. Yo man, nothing, bro.
It's just a joke. It was just a joke.
Yeah,
it was just a joke.
Bro. And then
it's on the news.
On the news.
Yeah, like we all saw it. Everybody was like making fucking no, not memes, but they were just they were making posts and shit in the J room. Jouten, what's up? What you got over there?
All right, so he sends me that shit. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. He saw how Bomb becoming a star on the internet. Like, he just went crazy, right? So then, on August 11th
Of this year.
of 2018, last
Well, I
year,
meant this past
he
year.
says, bro, Jim's Nerd Nation's wife was so fucking hot, bro. She looks like she gives sloppy blowjobs, but like she's an amazing slop job. Y'all feel me? Blocked. Right after. I'm like, dude, how the fuck you send me this shit? Like, why are you sending me horny texts about another nigga's girl? I'm like, dog, nah, block. I'm like, I couldn't do this anymore. I'm like, yo, you. That was
like I said, when Jouten showed me that, I'm like, yo, that's fucking out of pocket. Like, I can't say anything about that, bro. That's out of pocket.
No, just know. Because I am curious. The one thing I hear is you right here. And I would love to know your opinion on, because I feel like I don't know my own history in the sense of the community.
There's a lot of history.
I don't know. Like, I know.
Are you asking me what I think of you?
No. We're friends, so I don't care, really. You can tell me whatever you want. It's not going to affect me.
Roger, you fucking suck.
Oh, yeah, I suck? Well, I guess my channel's over there. But no, what I was going to say is, like, what I want to know is who else would be considered, like, my generation?
Your generation?
That's
Brago.
So it's just, but what I'm saying is, like,
You,
Brago, Joy Boy.
it's you, Brago, it's Joy Boy, Nux.
Yeah.
Dustin.
Okay.
Dustin most
That would be
definitely.
of this group.
I don't fuck
So
with
you
Dustin's
don't
content,
consider
but he's
him to be
definitely
of the next one after that, then? You think it's like part of the...
No, he's part of the next. Like, what's going on right now is literally the next generation.
So you're saying, like, mine hasn't ended yet?
No.
Oh, because I consider, in my head, I consider...
Yours definitely hasn't ended. Like, yours is writing itself right now. Or like you could, I guess you could say that there is a next generation.
You know what I mean? Of like the younger, like the Mr. Morges, I feel, or like the next.
Okay, Mr. Morge,
I'm saying
but
that's a good choice.
I would say that he's in your generation because it's like okay, so this is what's going on right now in the One Piece community.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was the Void Century, and then there was
the Generation of Miracles.
There was the
That's why I'm literally calling our generation. The Generation of Miracles. That's what I'm calling.
Generation of Miracles, and then there was the worst generation.
Right.
That's me, Styles Paulino, Firefish Shanks.
Yo, I hate that nigga, dog. I can't stand him. Firefish Shanks.
Yes, I know.
I've never heard of it.
Live Life Otaku.
What happened to him?
Who?
What happened to Alpha 2 Late 7?
Okay, we'll get into.
Oh, you know what? Wait. I made a mistake. I meant Firefish Dre, not Firefish Shanks. Even though I don't like Firefish Shanks that much either, because he be talking mad shit.
Firefish who?
Firefish Dre. Remember Firefish Dre?
Dre?
Yeah, remember Dre, Firefish Dre?
Chris?
I don't know what the fuck his name is.
Like, he talks basketball and shit?
Yeah, he used to hang out with like niggas like Mikey and shit.
Huh? What?
I don't know if you know like Mikey, but like he used to hang out with like niggas like Mikey and shit. Firefish Dre.
I know who
That's the nigga I was talking about, but like Shanks talk mad shit behind my back, so I'm not cool with that either, but it's whatever.
Fair enough. Let me see, who else was there? Because I remember when the birth of the supernovas happened.
Oh, shit. Zaldin.
No, shot. Bro, hockey's in our fucking generation.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Nick,
Oh, shit.
that guy's in our fucking generation too.
Nick was nothing.
Nick is in it to the community because nobody fucked with Nick, so we fucked with Nick. And then Nick started
What's
fucking
going
with
on?
us. And then Nick got looped in with y'all because we all fucked with each other. Like, you didn't fuck with Shanks, but y'all fucked with me. Because Zoro added me and Zalin onto the fucking, to the Green Clan discussions. And then we were on the cloud. The Green Clan.
Yo, the Green Clan, dude.
Then Jouten added me onto the... Bro, Jouten was the first person, like, out of the old generation that subscribed to me. Yo, I said Jouten the best. I'm like, yo, thanks for subscribing to me. I'm just out here just trying to make a name for myself. And then Jouten's like, yeah, sure, thanks, bro. Or, he's like, you're welcome, bro. Like, yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, you're good,
then,
man.
Bro, I remember Jouten because, like, back in the day, you could go in your videos and you could see who liked it. Jouten would always, I know he wouldn't watch them, but he would just go and click on them and like it. So every one of his subscribers could see, oh, who's this Mugiwara Matt B nigga? Then Zoro started doing that.
I can't believe that's a thing. Dude, could you see dislikes? It's like Twitter.
No, you couldn't.
That would have been. That would be like.
No, you couldn't see dislikes. Oh my god! Another thing. This was how hockey. Okay, so I know King, Zoro, me, Hockey, Jouten can all say this is how they made a name for themselves. There used to be a function on YouTube of video responses.
Okay.
They were filling me in.
No, okay. So look,
I didn't do that.
Someone would make a video. If
That was all King. I didn't.
Like, yo, you're like, yo, I don't agree, or like I agree with that, but I just want to put my take on it. So you could literally, there was literally a function, bro, a video response. So you click on the video response, and then it creates your own title for you. It's like Mugiwara Matt B's response to King of Lightning's such and such video.
So imagine the video,
and then underneath the video,
the comments, there's another category called video responses.
Video responses,
I
and
wish
then
I
it
was
shows.
alive in this wild west.
Yo, if they brought that back, right? If they brought that back, but like if someone like Roger, someone like you, someone like King, y'all have a lot of subscribers, so like people can get clout off of y'all's names. So if you had the option and someone could pay you, yo, hey, if you feature my video response, if you feature my video response, here it is right here. I'll put it right here above these comments for a week. And then I'll let people know that this video response is underneath the comments. Bro, that would be revolutionary. And that would help smaller YouTubers, and that would help the bigger YouTubers, because the bigger YouTubers would be like, yo, he has dope content. He's gonna fucking pay me some money.
That feature was underutilized. That feature was underutilized.
No, it was no. The feature was over. No,
It was a shame.
no. The feature. Okay.
And then it just went away.
No. Here's the reason. Okay. So no, the reason. Hold on.
I
So
recognize that. Like,
wait.
somebody who viewed YouTube, but
so no. Here's the reason why it went away. It was being overutilized by cam girls. So what was happening? So what happened? Yeah, what was happening was the cam girls were actually replying to like random ass videos of them like twerking and shit like that, and they were abusing the system because they were getting more views than the actual original videos, and they were just making money for no reason. Yeah, they were just making money for like twerking, and it had nothing to do.
That's why they changed the algorithm.
Right, yeah.
And the
Yeah.
AdSense.
Yeah,
because
'cause-
back in the day, bro, yo, for Neverworld was probably making so much.
That's not even a problem. He was. That's not even a problem. He was. He was.
I remember with Neverworld, it was a wild one. 12
Fernero and Sawyer were killing.
Yo, Sawyer for Neverworld. Oh my god.
I think he was talking like on a stream. 'Cause back then, streaming existed, but you didn't make him streams.
Yeah.
You just chill. He was talking to somebody about something. I forgot what it was exactly, but he said this:
Streams never happened.
people gotta stop bitching about me making my first $1,000. He made his first grand on YouTube. People started complaining about that because you had to earn your monetization.
Sure.
You didn't just get it now.
Right. You had to do like really
You need like
Yeah, back in those days, dude. Yeah.
So you gotta earn your shit.
Yo, 1,000 subs back then was 10,000 now.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, during Federal's time, people were not streaming at all.
At all.
In fact, I'm one of the
You're
first
the originator of streams in the
live
YouTube
reaction
community.
streams. I was the first person.
We
to do
streamed to chill
The
out.
first person that
No one,
did
which is
that.
crazy because you look at literally everybody now. It's me, Brago, everybody outside of maybe Joy Boy. Joy Boy doesn't like stream it, but like
the reviews.
everybody else, we all do streams.
It was all
We all do
reviews.
streams. You do streams. You do streams. We all do streams.
So, to carry on with the point,
Streaming now.
Like, yeah, we're streaming now. Like, Zoro revolutionized streams.
Yeah.
Which is something that's like that's kind of in the void century because people forget.
Right, because
whenever.
to me, in my head, I think Braga.
No.
That's what I think.
No.
Like, cause I know,
Not close
I
at
know.
all.
Now I know.
Yo,
you
there
guys,
you
and I'm part of
back in the day.
but I
Back
like
in the day, this is what would happen. Zoro would stream for 4 hours.
Right.
Then King would stream for 4 hours.
before that-
then
before that-
Bankai would
Yo,
stream for
Matt,
4
real
hours.
quick.
Yeah, we would stream hop. We would
Yo, we were stream hop. Yeah, we were stream
Not only
hop.
that, not only that.
Yeah, yeah.
But back in the day, before even streams were a thing, everyone would do their own thing and it was separate. The community was.
Well,
kind of
no, here's the
disjointed.
thing, no, okay,
Here's
so-
the one thing. There was the collaboration channels. Right?
No.
Zoro did that.
No, no, here's the
I
thing.
brought everyone into the streams with me. So we had like a group.
So here's the thing.
Right?
Zoro started the streams, but the thing is, I was the one who started the whole. Let's meet each other in real life.
No,
Because Sakura
Oh,
Matsuri,
you most definitely did that.
Sakura Matsuri was the first one.
Matrimony.
Sakura Matrimony. Sakura
You need to get it
Matrimony.
right, my
Sakura,
boy.
you're right.
If you're gonna talk about it, you need to talk about it right.
'Cause here's the thing.
Matrimony.
Sakura
Look,
Matrimony.
So it's called Sakura Matsuri,
Okay.
but then Jouten just like
No, it was
Min.
Min. It was Min.
No, it was me.
It was Min. Manga Min. Min.
It just became a look, Min is revolutionary in his own sense.
In his own way.
In his own way, because look, Min is legendary, but he's legendary for the wrong reasons.
For the wrong reasons.
If Min would just figure out,
He's like a tie.
oh God,
No.
stop,
No.
Okay,
no, King, wait, wait, hold it.
Wait, hold on. Quick question though. Is Ty my generation or like a previous generation?
Ty is definitely your
Your
generation.
generation, like maybe even.
Maybe even look, Ty doesn't even have to be counted in the
really
generation.
I need to know.
Okay, so look,
Ty just tied.
Look.
He's a kickboxer, whatever. I'm
Min is like, he's great, and he should figure out his niche with this YouTube shit. Because he's been putting in too much work for too long to still be where he's at.
Yeah.
My nigga Jouten just hit 20K,
Right.
and he had another channel where he was already past that point.
Yeah.
So that's gonna keep going up. Like, we already know that.
Right.
That's amazing. My nigga right here, 100K. He has his lane, and nobody can fuck with him and get him out of it. Like, in the terms of an artist, in the terms of like somebody that makes music, he has like literally perfected his craft.
Right.
He's like his own artist.
Right.
He's figured out his artistry.
Right.
And no matter what album that this nigga drops, niggas gonna listen to it.
Sure.
Because they're gonna be like, yo, that's gonna have a little, that's
Still
gonna have
gotta
a lot
change the beat,
of.
though. Still gotta change the beat. Still gotta,
Yeah, you gotta change it, but look, bro,
I'm
that
just saying,
funny,
my nigga, you know.
bro, you're the most.
fucking
Okay, look,
dude.
out of all the people from back in the day, you have retained and you've been able to like evolve with the times.
Oh, hell yeah.
You haven't faded.
Yeah.
Zoro's faded,
Yeah.
Joten's faded, I faded to a certain to a certain extent. You're definitely like still going.
Talking about that though, I gotta give a huge shout out to Devil Artemis because
Yeah.
this
Hey,
dude,
that nigga-
this was by far the biggest blow up I've ever seen anyone ever do. Devil Artemis,
he's like-
exactly.
Devil
So
Artemis, Devil
Devil
Artemis is
Artemis
like
is-
a min that figured it
out.
Figured it out.
It finally
Because
clicked.
Devil Artemis, he had this talent of voice acting, and like everybody, like
Yo,
bro, everybody knew him in the fucking community.
Okay.
Everybody
Yeah.
in the J room, all of that shit. But like. Then he would start up all of these new channels. He would have a new channel like every fucking 6 months. He would have a new channel every 6 months. And you're like, yo, you got a new channel? Cool, I'll sub. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
But now, bro, he has a channel. He's just figured it out.
So here's the thing. His
It is-
original channel was Devil Artemis, right?
Okay.
He was at 1,000 subs for like 8 years. Because he was doing like Naruto reviews, like he was our generation, right? And then he finally realized like I should just take my talents of voice acting and utilize it. But then he also evolved it because he also does 3D animations. So he taught himself how to 3D animate, I think using Parsec. And now he's at 200, close to 250,000, and within close to 300. So then that's within like the past year and a half.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is like he said, I faded. 'Cause I was after 2014. So long story short, what happened was 2014 Naruto was coming to an end.
Yeah.
My channel was starting to hit its rise. It was starting to hit that prime.
Sure.
And then my PC broke down, and I gave it to the dude who made the PC, and then the dude tried to steal the PC. So I had to go through this whole court battle that lasted about a year and a half to get the money back. So by then my channel was already dead. I tried to bring it back, but the passion wasn't there. You know, the people weren't there anymore, whatever. So fast forward to last year's Anime Expo, where I saw your clout handed over to him, like on a torch, and now he's getting this clout. I'm like, oh shit, this is real. Like, this is actually fucking real.
What do you mean though? Like my clout handed.
Like you're like, yo, you
like
want?
to me,
Cause
I've told you this.
no, literally, all right, literally,
Oh, sure, yeah,
yo,
yeah,
literally,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
literally, like, yo, you want a Viz contact?
Oh yeah.
And I'm like,
You're
oh
like,
shit,
what?
what the fuck, dude? A Viz contact? Here's the thing, no, cause no, you gotta
This is how
understand,
you change the community.
cause you gotta understand from where we came from.
Right.
Getting a Viz contact was it was unfathomable.
Yeah, it's unfathomable.
Because back in those days, they were looking to fucking take down our channels.
they're like, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
That's like what you're saying. I
right.
changed.
You're revolutionary in that sense to where you showed anime YouTubers that you can get sponsorships.
Oh yeah.
You can really make big money from this.
Yeah.
And you can market yourself to align yourself with these corporate, because we all want to create our own mangas, we all want to create video games, we all want to be next to those people that do that.
Yeah.
That's our passion. We love that.
Right.
Like, if we were getting paid $30,000, $40,000 to do that, we would do it.
We would do it.
Without, we wouldn't fucking wake up and be like, damn, I
Yeah.
don't want to go
Yeah,
to work.
exactly.
We would be the first person at work. Yo, let me in this bitch. I'm on salary, but I'll stay here all fucking day. Like, yo, that's how we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is our passion. You shine the light on, yo, I fuck with Nintendo.
I do.
I fuck with Viz. I fuck with
Bandai?
I fuck with Bandai. So yeah, I fuck with bro. When I remember we were in the stream, bro, you told me that fucking MasterCard.
Oh yeah, MasterPass. They paid me for
They
that.
paid you to promote. To tweet out that you're using their bullshit credit card.
Give me that money this time.
I said, Roger.
You guys are great.
Roger said, yo, they paid me.
Charge MasterPass.
Roger goes, yeah, they paid me this much to tweet this out. Here you go, here's a tweet.
I guarantee you MasterPass is not watching the channel.
That's
I guarantee.
so.
You'd be surprised.
You revolutionize.
You'd be
I have a funny
surprised.
story with that. I have a funny story with that.
That's the way that you revolutionize the community. And so when I say that you revolutionize the community, you made people say, man, fuck that. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna say fuck my channel. I'm gonna keep doing this shit.
Yeah, we got another one. We
Because
got
I
another
can
one.
get something from it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I can make money.
Of course.
And yeah, that's what'll happen in the long run. But like, the community was dying for a second, and then
Honestly,
people saw that you were making money. People saw that King was making money. People saw that there were other ways. The Crunchyroll shit, where people were getting sponsored for Crunchyroll.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the
then-
Anime Awards
No,
that you live stream.
No,
Hold on, wait. I'm going to expose you right now. I'm going to expose this man live in the gym. I found this out later on. You know what I'm about to say, too. I found this out later on. So I was doing the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, right? I was one of the presenters for it. This man was live streaming the Anime Awards.
Yes,
She's like,
I remember
can't
that.
Wait for Roger to screw up.
Yes.
He's representing the One Piece community at the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. He's going to screw up. And I'm sitting there like, okay, I'm going to make fun of Jack. I'm going to make fun of Big News Morgans. I'm going to say all this stuff. It's going to be funny. I'm there, right? And it's me and Christina V and like Michelle Font. It's like this old head
Yeah,
YouTuber,
I know.
tons of money, like makeup YouTuber. I never met her in my life.
Yeah.
I meet her. She has a good time. It's all good. We're sitting down. I have my Apple Watch here. I have my Apple. You know where this is going. I have my Apple Watch here. I don't have my phone with me.
It's unnecessary.
I know. This goes to show the level of professionalism that I was at, because I'm sitting there and we did the best boy segment and the best girl segment. And Michelle Font's doing best girl. As we're sitting there, and you can watch the original live stream and see this, there's a moment. And I played off like whatever, and you didn't even see it because I watched that live stream after. You're like, damn, I didn't screw him up. He was smooth. I didn't have my phone with me. It was in the
I
other
saw
room.
the rewind.
Bro, I had my Apple Watch here, and you can clearly see the watch going
Yeah.
Like this, and I can feel it, and dude, the camera's on me, and all the people watching. I'm like, I know this is so bad. I sit there, and I swear to God, I walk off. It was like me, Pro, ZD, and a bunch of other people, and I walk off. And I think ZD and a couple other people like Gighook or something was coming up next. And ZD's like, I had this, my face was like super white, like whiter than my face now. And like, I walk out and ZD's like, yo, what's going on? I'm like, King of Lightning, just tried calling me. And I went home. It wasn't home. I was in Japan at the time, and I was in my hotel room. And I was hanging out with like Miles and some other Crunchyroll people.
Yeah.
And I'm in my hotel room and I rewound your Twitch stream because the clips were still up. And I watch it and I say to this man, go, we're going to screw him up tonight. And he's I'm watching Anime Awards. I was watching Anime Awards via his Twitch stream. So I'm like rewatching for the first time me on there. And I'm just like talking, having a good time about like Jack and Big News Warriors, all this stuff. And he's like, I'm calling him right now. I'm calling him right now. We're going to screw him up. But I didn't see it until like the second segment.
Yeah.
And at that point, it was only on my watch
watch.
because the phone was in the other room. Bro. And I remember, I think you remember this. I bet you saw the text message. I got back into like the green room afterwards, and I texted King, and I was like, what did you just do? I know what it was. No, I texted you, and I was like, did it screw up?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, yo, this motherfucker. I'm like, yo, 10 rows, they go, I had it. It was right there. It was almost perfect. My room was like, I got this guy. It was cool, man.
It was fun, man.
Can't deny it, man. It was it.
I know. And then those balloons didn't go off there, and you're like, oh, there's the L. There's the L. We're waiting for it.
Yeah, no, so like I was saying before, man, like last year's Anime Expo really kind of put that fire back in me to come back to the channel. Then with Devil Artemis blowing up, because Devil Artemis is a close friend of mine.
Yeah.
So like seeing how he just went from 1,000 subs to 200,000.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, we gotta, yeah. He was a part of the Green Clan. Well, honestly, to say the truth, like Devil Artemis was a part of like every collab channel. To be honest, like
That's right.
he was with Bankai and Double Force collab channel. Nobody remember that shit, but he was there. You know, he was with the Green Clan. You know, he was with J Room, Cloud Village. He was everywhere.
That's true.
But you know, like it's just
Like,
one
I
of
would
those.
say, like, even though like seeing us do this kind of stuff, and you know, getting some degree of clout, seeing you be on Twitch and how that was working for you, understanding how you have to kind of branch yourself out and not simply rely on just YouTube, and understand that at some point in time you also have a future with YouTube, you know?
Yeah.
With Twitch, with Free, like D-Live, other platforms like that, that's been like one of the biggest things you helped me out with. Like, for
Yeah. So what people?
For real.
So what King is trying to say is,
Genuine.
like about 4 years ago, when Twitch was on the uprise, I was like, "Yo, King, go on Twitch." He was like, "Bro, I'm killing on YouTube."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yo," and I'm like, "Dude, listen, man, YouTube's gonna get to a point where it's gonna go downhill. Naruto already ended. It's gonna take a while for One Piece to take over that throne. It's finally gotten to that point where like One Piece gets a lot of views now. But back then, when I was telling you this, One Piece was a struggle. Bleach was also ongoing, right? Right. It was so back then. One Piece was a struggle. So I was telling King like, "Yo, get on Twitch because you have a following that if you stream, you get at least 400 viewers minimum. You do this every single day for about a week. You automatically, you get partnership off the rip because of how many subs you got. You do this every single day for like a week. They'll definitely lock you into partnership, and then you make." Yes, July 4th. And then you make extra income off of Twitch, and it'll be a lot more on Twitch than it is on YouTube. And then he's like, "Bro, I don't know, man. YouTube is doing really well right now." I'm like, "Listen, just do it, right?" So he finally starts up Twitch. He gets his partnership. He followed my advice. The only thing he didn't follow was the consistency. So then he finally starts. But you stream a lot more now than you were doing before. And this man hit me up like 3 months ago, like, "Yo, you were right, dude. These checks, man."
Bro, like, okay, so right now, real quick, so I'm giving all credit to Jouten because as of late, I've decided to make some changes, and you're going to see changes on my platform, you're changes on Roger's platform, this is. And because I've realized that there's so much more value in streaming as a whole than I've had neglected. There are certain things I would say about the algorithm now about YouTube where things have to be changed if I want to keep on doing what I'm doing. So at the end of the day, yes, you get to a certain point where you're like, damn right. That doesn't mean that you stop adapting.
Right.
Because you never know when someone's going to fuck up. You never know when all of a sudden there's some crazy controversy and all of a sudden, you know, you have like 1 million subs and you plummet because. You know, you're on.
And there's also
you get caught by like Keemstar and shit.
no, but there's also the thing where like YouTube can go to like older videos that you've uploaded years ago and
Strike you.
completely strike you.
Yeah. You know what's funny? That actually
YouTube does that though with videos and like.
that actually happened to me. Like actually, I think we gotta check to see if our like literally about 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So like 2 weeks ago, who remembers Nozokiana? Remember the hentai manga? That was actually really good.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, I actually got striked from. Remember my series? Remember my series Under the Radar? I got striked like a week. Yo, literally, like a week and a half ago. This dude. This was made like years ago, bro.
I used to do
Because I used to do
years ago, and like last couple months ago,
Yeah.
I started getting strikes like boom,
Yeah, boom, boom,
strikes
boom, yeah.
immediately.
That's literally
I had to
happened
go
to
through
me.
my videos and like,
Yeah.
go from 4 or 5 year old videos
Yeah.
and just private all my old Gintama videos.
No, so
Private
delete
war.
them, delete
You know what that
them. No,
is,
no,
though,
no.
yeah.
Yo,
You know what that is? We've talked about this on
Zoro, delete them because
Private war. We got strike by
you
private
can still get
videos.
strike even when they're private. You have to
We
delete
got
them.
My Hero strikes when it was private.
No, even if they're
I got my
private,
first My Hero strike.
Well, I mean, it's been a while that I didn't get my third strike.
I wouldn't take that
But
chance.
you know why? You're never going to get that third strike. You're never going to get it. Because ultimately, knowing what I know now, about like the different companies and everything.
Oh, wait, a year ago. What was that?
No, but I mean now. I mean, well, yeah, because we were having conversations a year ago, and we were like, yeah, what's going on here? But I would say now, it's like a warning, right? They said that as a warning to be like, don't keep doing this. And then you adapt and you find a different way around it. But I would say that, I mean, now I wouldn't worry about it.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
'cause-
survived 3 strikes twice on 2
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
It's about to be 3 because right now my main channel has 2 strikes, and the one strike is from the Zokiana back in like 2012, which was the series Under the Radar, which is crazy because it's just me recommending the fucking series, and me actually doing a light review on it. And then the second one was what did we get on the second strike? Sorta Online. I mean,
Or like, was there any footage in any of it?
oh yeah, no, it was a reaction. No, that was real. No, that was real. But
That's one right there.
no, that was real.
Yeah.
But the first one was Okiana. I was just like, bro, like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
going
there's
on?
nothing in it. You're just talking about this.
Yeah, I showed a couple of pictures and whatnot, but it's just like at the end of the day, it's also a review, and it's also could be seen as educational because it's a recommendation. So on the at least American fair use law, since it's educational, it's fair use.
So much of that's so weird though, because like people will put in their descriptions the whole like fair use copyright thing, and like, it's not gonna.
It's not gonna.
It's not gonna. What are you
It's not
doing?
gonna.
Like, to me, it's like why even put that in your description? What's gonna be
YouTube
like,
only
what's
cares
gonna
about
be-
its advertisers. It's not going to really help you at the end of the day.
But the thing I've learned through having friends at Viz now and like having friends at Crunchyroll and stuff, the American companies like want this. They want to
really do.
badly.
This is a Japanese
Because
company.
the Japanese are just so like archaic and it's just like, dude. Like,
Well,
what
because
is that?
I've heard this. I'm not going to say who told me this because I don't want to out this person because they're cool.
Right. Okay.
But like on my recent trip to Japan, I
Right.
hung out with somebody who is very tightly knit with Shueisha. And this person mentioned to me that they were having meetings about like content creators and about like how they can leverage our platform to get more viewership and more readership
Okay.
across everything. And they had like a bunch of bigwigs who were in these meetings talking about content creators, talking about us, talking about like our names, saying King of Lightning, Joy Boy Theories, Tekking 101, like literally talking about
Yeah.
this, bringing up our names, and then saying in that like, all right, so are they paying us licensing fees for using our character in the thumbnail? And they'd be like, no, we're not. They're not paying licensing. They're like, well, you need to strike them then.
Right.
Because they literally don't understand.
Understand,
They don't
right.
get it. They think of it like TV, right? They think of it like a Happy Meal toys.
They don't see that as free advertisement for them.
Right.
They don't
They
understand.
see it as like, well, they should be paying licensing because
Right.
they're making content off of our stuff.
Right.
And then also there's Japan, the copyright laws are different than there are.
And
Yeah.
it's very different.
It's very different.
Very different. Right. So,
But
at
no-
the end of the day, it's like they are thinking about it. They do want it.
Here's the thing,
It's just
though,
this
it's-
thing where like I feel weirdly enough that the anime community
Right.
will get there before the manga community will. I like thoroughly.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Because right now you
They're
can
already
see,
swapped.
dude, Toei's already working with us.
Yeah.
It's like Toei in Japan.
Yeah,
is
it's
like,
already
"Oh, you
working.
guys wanna do something?"
Crunchyroll.
Because people tend to watch anime more than they read manga.
Right.
So they don't mind as much. But
the thing is-
Shueisha, the publishing house,
Yeah.
they're the ones
Yeah.
who are like, no.
No,
Because
yeah.
they realize that, like, even though now we got, like, Shonen Jump App, we got all this stuff, like, it's literally free. It's
Yeah.
all literally free. There's no reason we shouldn't, and there's arguments of, like, well, the translation's better on this fan thing, whatever. Like, you can say that, whatever, it's fine.
Right.
I'm in the camp that, like, those people are just, they want to make an excuse for reading it for free, which is fine. But you can read it for free now.
Yeah.
So that shouldn't matter. So the argument is not free. It's who's getting it first, right?
Exactly.
It's not that it's free. They don't care. They want to make sure that it's there before the official release comes
Right.
out because they want to be the first one to read it. Because even if the official release was Thursdays, people would still talk about spoilers on Tuesday. You know what I mean? And then they would make their videos about the spoilers.
Yeah.
And then that would be and that would be the next wave. So they're never going to catch it. And I think they need to understand that they're never going to be at that point.
Yeah.
But to benefit the people who actually moved, to then be like, yo, they're at least trying. Like even you're uploading. You might be reacting to the scans, but you're uploading the reactions the day of, right? Or later.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and I think that's the middle ground they're going to have to come to with something. Look, because it's killing.
They are very
the review
aware of
community.
this.
It's
They are
killing
very
the
aware.
No,
of
yeah, it's 100% because
Okay.
Kishimoto already confirmed this because Kishimoto knew about Sawyer, and he also talked about Code in an interview.
Right.
And
Horikoshi, I know for a fact, Horikoshi, I've heard this from somebody at Shonen Jump in North America. Horikoshi watched my entire first Boku no read through. My entire.
And-
I'm gonna say this right now.
Talking about how much they like.
And this is not confirmed?
I have a credible source, but I'm not going to say who it is.
Okay.
There's someone that is works with one of the editors of Oda, and has told me personally that one of my discussion videos and many of your videos have been watched by Oda himself.
Right.
By Oda his
By
fucking
Oda.
self.
And this is not confirmed
And
at all, but
that's crazy to me.
I feel it in my heart that Kishimoto watched my videos too because the ending that he had for Naruto and Sasuke, I made a video about like 4 years ago.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And literally
The person-
everything that
the person
happened
told
with
me-
Naruto and Sasuke, I talked about
so
that.
much of that. Well, go ahead.
The thing, the person that told me this says that they watch these videos like to get information and things like that.
To see where they
Because
fuck up
go in
at?
depth.
Yeah.
They don't do that in Japan as much as we do.
Yeah.
So this is just like completely new territory for them, and so they see this, and sometimes like artists will do like if they see something, a theory that they're gonna do, they'll change it,
Sure.
or they'll incorporate it into their story.
That's how Oda would say, like, if someone thinks of a theory that he's come up
He
with,
needs to change it.
He will
And I'm
change
That's
it.
my
Well, here's the
concern
thing.
with Wano. I feel that.
You know what's
In
actually
Wano
interesting
and
about that?
Because Wano
Because
has more
King, hold on, real
than
quick.
Arcanine
You know what's
time.
interesting about that?
Yeah.
George R.R. Martin actually spoke about that very same situation,
Can't do it. You can't
and
do
he
it.
did, and he said you can't do it because basically you lead all these little crumbs that lead to a specific plot point, and if somebody figures it out, you already have everything set up for a certain way. So to change it,
And then
so
you go, it's the
so
last season of Game of
yeah,
Thrones,
so
where it's
basically,
like, oh,
so in
surprise,
order
yeah,
to change it would
Can't
mean
do that.
the original fugitive was the maid, but now since someone figured out it was the maid, you gotta say it's the wife. That means you gotta retcon everything before.
Exactly.
You gotta come up with new story plots and plot devices and plot conveniences.
Right.
So this is why maybe One Piece has those fluctuations in content where you guys are just like, listen, man, this just doesn't make any sense.
But I would say that is the benefit of, maybe not the benefit, benefit's the wrong word, but I would say that is, I think, one of the big reasons why Horikoshi's succeeding so much right now. Because I think he does clearly watch theory videos and he does watch YouTube. I mean, he knows this. He's talked about this in panels. Like he does.
Yeah.
But he doesn't change what he's going to do. We all know Dabi's going to be a Todoroki. We all know this. Everybody knows this. We've been saying this for years. We know this.
Yeah.
Even though there's been hundreds of videos about how Dabi's related to Todoroki
Right.
or whatever, I guarantee you,
He's the brother that was
it's still
casted
gonna
off.
happen.
Yeah,
He'll
yeah.
whatever it's going to happen with Todoroki and Dabi, whatever, that's going to still happen.
Yeah.
He's never going to change that.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no,
Horikoshi can watch all these videos, but he's never going to say he's a George R.R. Martin. He's somebody who's like, well, I laid these breadcrumbs. I'm not going to change this now.
Right.
Then
And
you're
I
like-
feel like Oda does. I feel
Right.
Oda like will do something and
sure.
throw something in and be like, I'm going to make this Zach so nobody expects this.
And then
This
somebody
is like
finds out.
FC,
Right.
and then it's garbage, and then people are like, well, it's what he always expected. It's like, no, it's not, man.
Yeah.
He called hockey mantra, and then mantra
Yeah,
was
right.
I mean, no, it wasn't.
Right.
All right.
100%.
When chapter 1 of one, I love Oda. I love One Piece. I'm
Yeah.
saying this out of love. There's no way, in that first chapter of One Piece when Shanks looks at the Sea King.
He thought of hockey.
And stop. There's no way.
He had
he's like,
hockey.
we have armament hockey.
Yeah, exactly.
And Copper's hockey. Maybe
Right.
Copper's hockey, maybe.
Maybe.
But like armament hockey and observation hockey and it's all this stuff. It's like there was no Nen in play. He might have read Hunter x Hunter and been like, dang, I want something like that.
Yeah, I
in my
want that,
series.
yeah.
wasn't-
But it wasn't. It wasn't.
Like,
Well, Hunter x Hunter at the time.
the main thing for
at
that-
the time,
the
right?
main
That
thing
was
for
That
that-
wasn't at man at that point.
They wanted. They wanted. Yes.
I don't think they were
One
that
Piece
time.
started in 1999. The
No, no.
original Hunter
Hunter anime was in '99.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So
yes.
Nen definitely.
Then was definitely yes.
So he might have had an idea of like,
Right.
wow, this is cool. I'd like
You're
to
right.
implement this,
But
but that certainly was
But
not.
the main thing,
built out.
but the main thing for that was that because the Logia, you know how you said that Kaido's too powerful getting away with Kaido?
Right.
The Logia were too powerful.
Right.
And so it's, oh shit,
Hockey.
we beat them.
Armament hockey.
Because
Right.
the mantra is fleshed out.
Right.
As its own power.
As its
That
own
comes
thing.
out. You're
It's
right.
Skype. Go ahead, Skype.
Kagisaki, you can, Kagisaki, you can say, okay, fine, there's some thing there.
Right.
But, I mean, even with Goldie Rod being able to, like, like the voice of all things, you don't think that was there.
Right, it
It's
was
right
there.
here.
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
Well, Armor Hockey is what things kind of get like, what's happening right now?
Right.
Like, it gets weird as shit.
What was that?
Fact check.
Okay.
One Piece was 1997. In
97.
July, and Hunter x Hunter was March in 1998.
Got it. All right, cool.
Okay,
There we go then. There we go. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Came out around the same time, but it's fine.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to think, man, like that these authors are legitimately watching.
I think it's cool.
United States future.
I believe it.
I know. It's one thing to like believe it. It's another thing to have it confirmed.
To have it
you.
confirmed.
You know what I'm saying?
Sawyer Kishimoto confirmed for me. I was yeah, they're watching our
Yeah, the
shit.
Sawyer stuff, the
Yeah,
double
sure.
four stuff.
Well, I know
Those
Oda
Cobra
disliked
Fighter
my
stuff.
video.
Co-provider, yeah, because
Hello,
Kishimoto
Big Mouse
legit
and
dropped.
I guarantee you
He didn't say he was co-provider, but like
It
all the
was
hints,
co-provider.
it was
It
co-provider.
was
Yeah,
absolutely
everybody who knew
co-provider.
co-provider, like yo, he's talking about co-provider in that interview,
Wait,
and
so
that was
hold on. So
crazy.
what's going on with like that was another one. To fill me in on this history again.
He was
Okay.
a part of the Void Century
Okay.
era.
Yeah, he was also part of the anime
that's
mafia.
That's a name like when I
Okay.
first started, right? Before I even did YouTube, when I was watching YouTubers,
Right.
the people I would watch were King and Forever World.
Yeah.
But occasionally I would see a core provider video, and I'd be like, "What's his beef with the people? Like, what? He seems unstable. Like, I don't know
Yeah, the
what's
beef
going
with
on
No,
with
no,
him."
no. Codes are
Okay.
actually. Codes
You.
are our click.
Yeah.
Like, Code
it-
them,
uh,
no,
um,
it's
Was your
not
Macho
like Code, no, like Code
No,
came
he
out
was
like
part
during
of
our time.
Forever Click.
No. I think
It was.
He
no,
was.
I think no. I think he was.
But Code and Double Four hated each other, right?
Yes.
No. I didn't
They
mean click.
do.
I didn't mean click. I meant like he comes from like he was uploading videos like around the time we were.
No, he was a part of anime
He
mafia.
was a part of Anime
He was on
Mafia.
Yes, he
Yeah.
was.
Okay,
Yes.
'cause I'm not
Yeah.
too sure because I know like
He was,
4999.
he
Yes.
was definitely
Yeah,
he was definitely part of Anime Mafia. So then
But
there's
him and Double
then-
Four hated each other.
Yes, they
yeah,
did.
they hated
Yeah,
each
right.
other.
But the thing is,
Double
no.
Double Four was part of that era as well.
They hated-
was one of
They
the
were
first-
both Mafia, right?
It
Yeah,
was
but- yeah, but
theorized
the thing
about
is-
that, but I'm not sure if he actually was.
Theorized.
So here's the thing: they started hating each other for We Are Nakama, which is like the second rendition of Mafia in terms of like the members that were in
What's
it.
We Are Nakama? What's that?
That was a
We Are
collab.
Nakamura's the second. It's okay. So look. There was an era of the collab channels.
Okay.
So there was
Oh
the
my
Cloud
God.
Village,
Yeah,
Okay.
the Green Clan,
yeah.
the 11 Supernovas,
Yeah.
the
Generation
Generation
of
of
Miracles. Yeah.
What?
Who else was there?
You can put
there
the
was a.
you can put the J room in there.
With a Z.
Shonen
The
Knights with a Z.
Shonen
Shonen Knights.
Knights.
It has
Yeah.
begun.
Yeah.
The Shonen Knights.
You
and
could put-
then
you could put,
We Are
Okay.
Nakama
Okay.
was for Neverworld, Bob the Samurai, all of these fuck niggas that said
Yo, Bob has done nothing, bro. Bob
Yeah, right.
Man,
just wears suits and does reviews.
okay, look, they all said, hey, we have all of these subscribers, we have the most subscribers, so we're gonna make a collab channel and we're gonna say fuck all of these other guys. Y'all watch our content. So they had this big little thing where they made an announcement about their channel, but they didn't fucking upload content. So it's like, yo, nobody gives a fuck.
Every now and
about
then
We
they
Are
did,
Nakama.
but
Uploading, yeah.
But
And
the
that's
thing
why
is-
Double Four and co-provider started beefing because of that shit.
well, it was more like it was more inside things, like personal stuff between him and Double Four
Got it.
Yeah.
that we kind of know about. I kind of honestly forgot because I just don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to co-provider.
Yeah.
Like
He
me,
beefed with
like
a lot of people.
I mean, me and him really didn't necessarily. Okay,
Code
so
seems like a-
let me.
Code
Okay,
seems like a Dofi though, right?
no,
Like,
so
based on
no,
how
so I'm gonna make
see
this.
the community,
Okay,
you know what I mean?
wait,
Like,
wait,
he
I'm
seems like
gonna
somebody
make
just
this.
in
I'm gonna
there,
make this
like,
public for the
well,
very
like a
first
selfie or
time.
something. Let's
This
hear
was
it.
this
All
was this was an inside story that only my homeboys knew.
Okay.
This is be public for the first time.
Okay.
So there was this chick.
You sure?
It's okay, dude. Like, dude, we're years past this. This chick went off the grid, dog. She's gone. We don't know where the fuck she went. No, not Bathtub Girl. Violet Moon.
What is this?
Violet Moon.
Oh,
Violet Moon. So here's the thing.
I know about
Drop a name like
yeah.
Bathtub Girl and they go, we'll talk about this later.
We'll talk about this later. No, we'll talk about this
Bathtub
later.
Girl, hang on.
No, we'll talk about that
We'll
later.
get to her.
So
Bathtub Girl is some shit.
there was this other collab group
I hope it's
with
what I'm thinking it
It's
is.
some shit.
All right.
There was another collab group of the all-female reviewers at the time,
Okay.
and I think it was called what anime? Girls like anime, right?
Girls
Watch anime. Girls watch anime.
watch anime.
Girls watch anime. So it was this collab group of all-female reviewers, and the collab group was called Girls Watch Anime,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So one of them was Violet Moon. She was okay, you know, whatever.
I'm
So
talking about the big three, but I'm looking at the big two.
Huh?
yeah, it was a quote. Don't worry about it. We'll get to that. We'll get to that, right? So the thing is, you know,
Balls? Like she, oh.
yeah. It was a
Wait,
quote.
wait. Shout out, yo.
Yo.
Shout out
Yo.
to Miss Hannah Minks, bro. Shout out to Miss Hannah Minks. I don't know how she was at all involved with all you guys, but I gotta say, when I was watching you in Forever World when I was in college, I was also watching Miss Hannah Minks. Shout out to Miss Hannah Minks. Continue.
That's a throwback.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, you know, Violet Moon, since she's okay, you know, every dude in the anime community is like, oh shit, I'm gonna try and bag this up.
Okay.
So I know Matt B made a move.
Okay.
I'm gonna put him out there. I'm gonna put him out there.
Blast.
I'm gonna put this nigga out there because he's not here.
Alright.
Smoke made a move.
Okay.
Smoke made a move.
Okay,
And then-
wait. In my defense, can
Yes.
you really call this a move whenever she joins
My man,
the...
you
Look,
jump on
look,
the
look,
side.
look, look. Can you call this a
Take all
move?
the shots.
She
That shit was popping another
joined...
dude.
She
That shit was popping
joined...
another random
She
dude.
joined the stream.
The nigga came out nowhere until like it was close.
Jump shot, my man.
Look, she joined the stream. I'm in the anime community where it's a fucking sausage fest. Literally. There's no girls. It's a fucking wasteland. No girls. And then I'm like, yo, who is that? That's literally what I did.
No, there were girls, but like the anime off back in the day was quick. Like when it came to right arm, I remember this. It was like right arm. She was doing her thing, and then this dude phone 999 was like, "Hey, yo," like it was either it was a
It's tough for girls in the community.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But
It is.
This dude either said either like he said it himself or he made a clip of it. But it was like, yo, like it was some Bam and Beyonce. It was like, yo, if I can fucking kitchen.
Anyway, yo, so here's the rest of the story, right? So then I'm like, you know what, man? I'm fucking Jouten. I'll make a move. I'll get this.
Okay.
So I made the move. So then me and her start talking.
Talking about this now.
Yeah, so me and her start
We
talking.
going here.
And
See, I don't
remember,
know.
this is when we used to play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes.
And we used to go to a championship series in Toronto. So I'm like, I know you in Canada.
Okay.
So I'm about to go down. Right? Right? So I'm about to go down.
Is this going where I...
So no, here's okay. So no. So here's what happens, right? We have a J Room stream, and at this point,
In Toronto.
no. But I'm not in. I'm still back here. And I'm still in America, right? So we have a J Room stream, and in the J Room Facebook group during its prime, these niggas were savages, right? They found out something that you hold dear, and I don't know how the fuck they did it. So then it started getting to the point where people starting to find out I'm talking to Violet Moon because I'm trying to keep everything on the down low because I don't want niggas to know. So Manga Min is like, yo, so Jouten, what's going on with you and Violet Moon? And I'm like, yo, man, how the fuck do you even know, dog? Right? And then it gets even weirder. So Violet Moon had like this Ask FM shit.
Okay.
And Sawyer, the real Sawyer 7 Mage came through and he was like, yo, tell Jouten I said hi. I'm like, how the fuck does this nigga know me? Right? So now I'm feeling the heat. I'm like, dog, I cannot give any hints that I'm talking to this chick. So while we're in this stream, we're talking about all the girls that are like really good reviewers. So we get to Violet Moon and I go, she's alright.
Oh no.
So I can't be like, yo, nah, she's really good because now niggas be like, oh, Jouten trying to smash,
exactly,
right?
of course.
So then this pisses her off.
Yeah.
So she's texting me. She's like, oh, how can you say that? Like, I thought you can, like, you know, like, protect me. I'm like, what are you talking about? Just say you're all right. Like, I don't need niggas coming up on my ass.
Sure.
Right? So then Cole sees this, and Cole slides in. The real snake. Fuck KD. It's Cole provided, dog. Right? So Cole slides in. Right? So then, me and her stop talking now. So now it's Cole's turn, apparently.
Okay.
So then, out of nowhere on Twitter, this nigga Cole goes, he tweets at me, he's like, yo, I got her. I'm like, and then a week later was the video where he goes to Canada, he kisses her. I'm like, wow. I'm like,
So
what?
Wait.
No. So here's.
I'm somehow confused because I thought Code. I guess they're right.
Bro,
I thought that video for some reason. I thought he like met some girl in Japan or something.
No, that was in Canada. That was her. So here's.
That's who you're talking
Yeah.
about.
So here's okay. So here's the funny thing. Yo, wait, Roger, wait, Roger.
I've seen that video.
So Roger, here's the funny thing.
Video where it's like meeting for the first time.
Yes.
at the airport.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes.
So
He
all right.
did that. He mentioned everybody that was in the J Room. Everybody. He's like, yo, I got her. I did something that none of you dweebs can do.
That girl.
Yeah, so here's the funny thing, right? So when he told me this, I already knew what he meant. I'm like, oh, I'm not even sweating it because it's like she's okay. She's in another fucking country. What the fuck do I care at this point? Right? That's what I'm saying. Like she was like low. She was like,
Yo, I
low.
got kicked out of the fucking stream for saying that shit. You're a Jouten. I know you remember. No, don't do it. No.
I remember.
We're not gonna glance over that
I
shit.
remember.
We're not gonna glance over that shit. We need to talk about that.
Okay.
Yo,
We'll talk about that after this. I got you. Right. So here's the thing. Right. So I get this tweet. So I go. Hey,
fuck smoke. That was the name. That was the name of the stream.
Fuck
That was the
smoke.
name of the stream. Fuck
Fuck
smoke.
smoke. So, right, I get this tweet, right? So then this is literally what I text her. Because I'm like, it's cool, whatever. Like, yo, like, you take the L. Because Code is awaiting L. He's awaiting ticking time bomb. So I tweet her this. I'm not tweet her. I text her this. I'm like, yo, you just had Tom Brady on the board, and you drafted Kramazi. You fucked up. You fucked up. And then she was like, she put LOL. I'm like, I'm going to be the last one laughing. Yeah. And then, yo, the whole shit broke down. Like, they ended on pretty bad terms. And then, like, no. And then, like, in 26.
Code providers.
And then in, like, 2016, she texted me on Instagram. And then she was like, hey, remember me? I'm like, hey, remember what you did? Then she was like, no. Because, no, here's the funny thing. She hit some fucking random vibe. Random vibe. Yeah. No, so here's the funny thing, right?
I'm busy, bro. Come on.
So, yo. She hits a random vibe she hits a random vibe out of all people. And she says,
of all people?
Bro, no, it's random. Because this is what she tells random vibe. Tell fucking Jouten and fucking Smoke to never talk to me again. I'm like, why the fuck she gonna just tell me this herself? Yeah. And I think really exacerbated the problem? Yeah. After the whole thing with Cole came out, the J Room jumped on it and made memes and destroyed her in the J Room. And then, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing.
I thought that was like a whole thing. I didn't know she was a YouTuber. I didn't know.
No, she was a YouTuber. So here's the thing.
She was some random girl he met like some.
I think what really pushed her over the edge was Marvin, one of our legendary meme makers and trolls, made a meme where she looks like a horse. And I liked and I liked the meme, and she saw that I liked the meme, and that's when she texted random vibe, told Joe to never talk to me.
Okay, so
all right, you can talk about the fuck smoke.
Real quick, you want to see how it ended with her and Cole?
No, here's the thing: the lore. I don't know if this is real. No.
I think it's real.
No, I don't know if it's real. But the lore states the reason why they broke up was because. Cole Provider wanted to fuck Japanese bitches in Japan, and she wasn't having that.
I thought he was.
I don't know if that's real or not. So I'm putting that disclaimer out there. I don't know if that's real or not. But the lore states that the lore states that they broke up because he wanted to go to Japan and be hentai with no subtitles, and she wasn't having that. Yeah. So
I have nothing to say
goes even further
about that.
Where he actually got somebody, you know, where he actually, he went out,
Are you gonna say, oh, that's Korean, bro?
And then Korea's not porn.
Oh, don't worry, you know about big baths.
Listen, man, I was with Zoro, like we were in one area in particular, right? In,
red light district in Korea.
In Itaewon,
he knows.
So that's transgender
bar.
Yeah, we know.
We're going exploring.
Jesus Christ.
yeah, it's a sticky situation.
Streams, I know that's not a territory we need to go with.
It was quite a sticky situation.
It's not.
It was. Very interesting.
So you want to talk about how you got kicked out, right?
Oh, well.
I thought you were talking about Bathtub Girl next.
Well,
we're gonna talk about that next. We're gonna talk about that next.
Okay.
Because that is a juicy ass story.
How I got kicked out of a fucking stream. Okay.
Just for that.
It was really some bullshit. And Smoke is still a punk ass bitch for doing it.
Because the reason, so he said Violet Moon was basically like she's all right. She's like average. But the thing is, Smoke was still trying to shoot his shot. But the problem was I was winning the game at that point because Cole hasn't sneaked in yet, and I haven't fucked up by saying, "Oh, she's alright as a reviewer yet."
And then
so
the
I was
way
winning
that
the
I
game.
felt was, dude, how you gonna be trying to get the same girl as your man's?
Yeah. Well, he didn't know because I was keeping it secret.
Yeah, okay, you were keeping it secret, but still,
it was kind of known, bro.
Yeah, it's
Sawyer
still,
man.
it's still.
I don't know how the fuck you do, bro.
Sawyer.
Yo, by the way, Sawyer will come through.
Sawyer, man.
We're all
Sawyer,
in the
man.
stream, right?
Observation
And
hockey, bro.
We're all
Sawyer's
just
fun.
kicking.
Oh, I have a story.
Oh yeah.
We're all just kicking back, shooting the shit, and so we get onto the topic of female reviewers. So I say, yo, I just keep it 100. Just say what's real, what no one else wants to say. That's what I always get shot down for. So we're talking about female reviewers. I say, yo, the only reason why these motherfuckers are even paying attention to the female
Because they're
reviewers
girls.
is because they're girls and they
Yeah.
have fucking titties.
Yeah.
They don't say anything profound.
This is
It's not like hey, let me go watch Violet Moon because I'm actually learning more about One Piece, or because she thinks about the series in a different way than I
Hey,
do.
Fruit. Yeah, I'm on J Room right now. Hold on, I got a question for you, Fruit.
Shout out to Soul Patch.
No, Sun Patch is cool.
Sun Patch
I have
is-
good stories.
So
on Sun Patch.
I said that, and then these dudes are fucking killing me. They're grilling me. They're like, yo, Matt, you can't fucking say that. Shut the fuck up, guy. So I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just saying
It's facts,
what
though.
the
Yeah,
facts are. So they say, somebody said, well, at least they're cute. And I'm saying, who the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, yo, who's cute? What? So they're like, oh, well, these, and I'm like, this one's fucking ugly. This one hurt you, and I just go down the list. So we get down to Violet Moon. I'm like, insert King of Lightning laugh. That's how I am. So then they're all like, oh, yo, Matt, stop it, Matt. I'm like, yo, she's not even that fucking cute. I'm like, yo, the hottest thing about her, is the fact that she fucking likes One Piece just like us.
Damn. Wow.
And
I stood quiet the whole time.
and then it gets fucking quiet. Then Smoke's like, yo, Matt,
You gotta go.
I'm sorry I gotta do
You
this.
gotta go. Yeah.
He's like, yo, Matt, I'm sorry, but I have to do this.
Yeah, I have to do this.
Never build a new stream.
He's like, yo, you gotta go. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean I gotta click out? Right.
Yeah.
Then he goes on to explain, yo, Matt's just reckless. He just says whatever the fuck comes to his head, and he doesn't think about what I have to go through after what he says. Yo,
And you know what's you know what's funny about that?
Listen, to me,
Now I'm gonna wait.
like, when
No,
I
no.
have you guys in the Reverie, right, or like if we're doing collab streams or whatever, like I'm never, even with all the brand deal stuff.
No, here's the thing.
I'm never worried about that coming to bite me.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
percent.
Because here's the thing. When it came to our streams, you had to worry because this is a totally different era where like people didn't understand that just because you're associated with them doesn't mean you share the same ideology. Back in those days, it was like, yo, you were guilty by association. For example, Finel World didn't fuck with people like me because I fuck with King of Lightning. That's all over now.
None of us.
Didn't fuck with any of us.
He didn't fuck with any.
Because of you in particular.
King. No, King. He didn't fuck with
I mean,
this
we're all-
side.
Yeah.
He,
out there, right?
dude,
That I would say that before you said the stuff about like the brand deal thing, that is what I see my contribution.
a deeper
because that was mended. That first Reverie bringing everybody in the
a
same
deeper
thing.
lining issue on why it's called the Void Century as well is because that's the section of the community that didn't fuck with
Nobody.
nobody.
Yeah, nobody.
For a long time.
Everybody had their own. Yeah.
Yo! For us to be able to mention for Neverworld
Yeah.
on Twitter,
Yeah.
and for him to like actually engage with us
Yeah.
and treat us like we're a fucking peer,
Yeah.
that's like,
We had to be on his level.
yo, that's
We had to be on his
ground
level.
that we weren't touching
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah.
Yo, for us- yo,
it was.
remember, I watched it. I will say, I was like-
because at some point, right, it was always like double four for Neverworld, tag team with Devastation, right? Like guys
Tag team with
fucking
Devastation.
Party boys, fuck it.
Yeah.
All right. Then after
Dudley
that-
boys.
Yeah, Dudley boys. Fuck it, exactly. Then you have sometimes the phone 999, like the assassin, like the hitman, right in the corner, do what you guys do, right? And then sometimes you have Cloak Rider coming there, but he hated them before, right? And then on our camp,
See, but Code to me is like an.
I think
like
Code is a-
Ahsoka, right. He's somebody who's like out for his own shit.
fair, but he
No,
did,
no,
but he did not
fucked
like
with
Double
Forever
Four.
World.
Not anymore though.
Not anymore, bro.
Not anymore.
I mean,
anymore.
Ahsoka helped Gon and Killua get through the.
No, but he
Dodgeball
no, but he was like good friends with Forever
Right,
World.
right.
They were like Ace
Tight.
Boone.
And
Cool.
that all
Also,
deteriorated.
This runs too. This channel was legal a while ago, but Bleach Fanatic was in that party. They went through like a fraternity. Like it was like an initiation period. This shit was fucking brutal, bro.
Yeah.
Like they would beat you down like mentally. Like yo, you ain't gonna be shit. Like you suck. Your life sucks. Like we see the pictures of you and shit. Like you're fucking hideous. Like
So-
all kinds of shit. Like they would mentally beat you down to like initiate you to
Yeah.
join their clique. But then on our side, we had some cool ass.
You just had to know what the fuck you were talking about.
Pretty
much.
much. But we had some cool
That's
ass
it.
dudes. Like we had a guy named Darius. Darius was a cool brother. Darius was
A little bit racist, but he was cool. A little bit racist. A little bit racist. Yes, he was. He was racist. Darius was racist. Darius was racist. Yes.
He
towards
would
white
make
people.
these thumbnail pictures of like he'd do these photos like and he
When Darius,
Darius
Darius did a meme of Bleach Fanatic being a lab rat sucking on a dildo, and it's still one of the greatest memes ever created.
Oh man,
Yo,
how I got
yo, it was so
all
good.
these dudes was because of this guy.
Yeah, Zoro.
He joined the stream, and then so once
You need to send me
again,
that meme, bro.
this is how you got in. This is how you just proved your worth. You had to be knowledgeable. You had to know what the fuck you were talking about. You had to be on your shit. So we had a stream. He joins the stream, and back then, like Zoro's like a celebrity because like he was coming up. And he was like getting subs, like yo, there was a fucking machine going on. He had a submachine in the backyard, bro. Like yo, he was getting paid. Yo, we're like, yo, this nigga's jumping 300 subs a week. What the fuck is going on? And then he got the Yo Karama shout out, and then yo, it was crazy.
I'm still waiting on my shout out somewhere.
Me too. So
I'm
Zoro
still waiting
joins the
somewhere for my
stream.
like where
Zoro
this
joins the
this
stream.
motherfucker got shot out from Sawyer. He got shot out from Yokorama, and I'm just like,
I got a shot from you.
that is true, but I don't know how much that really helped.
So Zoro joins the stream, and then we're all like, we're all just shooting the shit. We're all just talking.
Yeah.
So then the stream's about to end. So then Zoro, they're like, yo, Zoro, what you gotta say? Zoro goes, yo, I just gotta say this. Moog, you are a mad B. You really surprised me with like your knowledge, bro. Next thing, King's fucking messaging me. Everybody's like, yo, come do this. Yo, and it is
I mean,
like,
to be fair, that's what happened with Dustin. Right? Because we did that first reparate.
Oh my god!
But I mean, that's what happened, right? I mean, admittedly, like if we're gonna trace things back,
Nah, bro.
Dustin on Twitter says this constantly. I mean,
All right.
you know what?
So wait. So here's the thing.
I would say, I'm not. That's not to devalue
My
anything.
man has left the chat.
That's like, where's the news, bro? But realistically, it is the same thing that happened because Dustin just literally donated during one of the streams, and I was like, yo, come on in.
No, that's not the same. That's not. Wait, here's the thing. That's not the same.
thing.
That's not the same.
Look.
I couldn't-
No. I was putting out videos, and then Zoro found Matt.
Yeah.
And then because Zoro.
Because here's the
found
thing.
Matt,
Back in those
that
days,
gave me clout. So then Jouten was like, yo, come to the J room.
Got it.
Then King's like, yo. Then I got, look, this is what
Like,
got
the
your
connection and
stamp.
everything.
This is what got your stamp back in the community.
Right.
The Yo Karama subscription.
Right.
If you subscribe to your
that's
channel,
true. Yeah. No,
you're
Yokorama.
solid.
Yeah.
Like, for one, your content is original.
Yeah.
Two,
You know what you're talking
other
about.
people know. Yeah, you know what you're talking about.
You're good at what you do.
Yes, you're good
Yeah.
at what you do. Then other people are like, yo, who's this guy that Yo Karama just subscribed to? Because Yo Karama talked about everything, but he had fucking 20K subs. And you were like, yo, how the fuck are you doing that?
Yeah.
And he was literally just doing his thing. Like, he didn't think about money.
And baby,
he
I'm
didn't
out.
give a fuck about
Use
politics.
what he wanted.
He
Yeah.
did what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
His stamp of approval was so high that if he shouted you out in the Yo Karama shoutouts, you're automatically increased by 1K subs.
I think actually I was in one of his
Which was a
shoutouts.
lot
too.
back
I'm not sure.
It's
I
automatic.
think it was.
1K back then is like 10,000.
It is automatic, bro. Like, bro, y'all know what y'all did for fucking for Eric in the Reverie stream.
Oh yeah.
when you were like, yo, y'all go sub to this dude. Go sub.
Oh yeah, Red Force.
That what you did for him is the equivalent of what a Yokorama Game Talk
did back in the day.
Did back in the day.
Got it,
If he highlighted your channel on one of those fucking videos, then it's promised land. You're golden. You're in there. So that's essentially what happened. How I got linked up with all of these dudes, and then that's how we bridged the gap between like. So our generations, they're separate, but they're merged together.
Right.
Because then they're all like, yo, so there's more of you motherfuckers? Like, who are these 11 Supernova dudes? The Firefish Shanks got a shout out from Sawyer 7 Mage.
Yeah.
Because he made that video about Dressrosa.
Yeah.
He was like one of the first people to call Oda out on his bullshit. Like, he was one of the first people to do that.
Yeah, I think
because he said that Dressrosa was shit at the beginning because it was so disorganized.
Right.
And then everybody killed him. Then Sawyer comes out with a video. He's like, yo, I saw this video from this dude.
It's pretty good.
Yo, this motherfucker went up fucking 2K subs in a day.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yo.
Bro, back in the day, I don't know if it still gets with you.
That's how this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, people do that to me.
That's how King blew up.
Right?
That's how King blew up.
Yo, Sawyer would literally say King of Lightning in his videos. Like, who the fuck is King of Lightning?
You know what? Here's
I didn't know who Sawyer was until after I joined the community.
So here's the crazy thing,
don't
right?
know. Who
So
the fuck
before
is this nigga?
the Sawyer 7 Made shout out for King, me, King, and Luffy the Dragon Slayer were all at 1K subs, right?
Yeah.
And then me and King were really fighting for it because we were kind of just like leaving Luffy behind because Luffy's like talking about
Y'all were
fucking
right
fairy tale
there.
and shit. And then he gets a Sawyer 7 Made shout out, and I'll never forget my reaction. I'm like, oh fuck, he just won.
Bro, Sawyer literally, yo, and Sawyer,
He just
Sawyer
fucking
did,
won,
Sawyer
bro.
did it in the
Fuck.
most Sawyer subtle way.
Yeah.
He's just like, yo, yeah. So I was just watching this dude King of Lightning's videos. You should go check him out. Yo, what?
Yeah.
Yo, I know this guy. Then the
Then
next day, he makes a 5,000 sub video. Then the next week, it was the 9,000 because you
Over
did
9,000.
it's
Over
over
9,000.
9,000, and he
right.
did that in the video.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then I'm like, yo. Then
bro.
from the 9,000 sub,
Right.
literally jumped to 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I'm
I
like,
rolled
okay.
That with,
So-
and honestly, and here's the thing too. It actually grew even more because that was when I was like, yo.
That's when you
fuck-
figured it. That's when you figured it out.
Also that too, but also it was yo, fuck fairy tale. People
No, but here's the thing. That was a little bit. Okay, no.
Weekly rants of fairy
No,
tale.
but that was a little bit before that. Like the fuck fairy tale
'cause,
started
I was
happening.
Like 10K by then.
Yeah, but that started happening towards the Magic games. Like when the Magic games hit, that's when it was like fuck fairy tale every week. Because
Yeah,
before that, it was like there's some chapters of like
That was
and
like
then
one chapter. That
No, like it was like the 7-year like.
the 7 year, but that was in the
7
Magic
year
games.
jump shit.
Right, that was in the
Yeah,
Magic
yeah.
games. But
That one fairy
so
tale chapter
to educate you even further,
Where
because
everybody
hold on,
was
Matt.
like, yo,
Because the funny thing is, Matt brought up how Smoke was like, oh, you don't understand how this bites mean ass, right? So we got to go full circle now, because Smoke did something that could have got me locked up in a J room. So this deals with the bathtub girl. So now we're gonna.
now we're getting
So
it.
now
Let's hear this. All right,
we're
I was
gonna.
waiting when
This
you were
J
gonna
room
bring this
actually
up.
had to be deleted. I should have private it because it's
It
honestly,
definitely did.
it's honestly like
Let's go
something.
upstairs
It's
somewhere.
it's
that's
honestly
the Void Century
that's a
stream.
voice century
That
stream.
is
It had to be
Void
deleted.
Century stream.
So basically,
so much shit happened in that stream.
so what happened was there was this chick, right? And she was doing videos talking about One Piece.
Okay.
And she was getting no play
Okay.
at all.
Okay.
So then she decides to make the most brilliant move of all time in the anime
all time.
community. She decides to review a One Piece episode in her bathtub.
In her bathtub.
I have a,
Soap bubbles and everything.
Bubbles.
yeah,
which-
I have a confession.
Which gone?
You guys,
Oh, yeah?
I got a confession.
You beat off to the video?
No.
Okay. Like I
Do
mean,
you have it?
I gotta find
No,
out.
I have a video.
He filmed it.
You made it in the bathtub?
Did somebody do this before? And we
Poured
did
the
fucking
bubbles
discuss
in the bathtub.
Did you know about the bathtub girl?
I'm typing. No.
No,
I typed in RogersBase hot tub
He
review.
did it. Yeah, he did.
I literally did that. I
So-
did a video. I didn't know about this girl. I did two of them.
Well, you're
I
not
did,
female.
She has
No.
tits.
You're not
All right.
a girl.
No, but I literally. My review.
Roger. Okay, look, I doubt that you did this. I doubt that you ducked yourself under the fucking water and then you came up seductively.
Oh no, I didn't do that.
So here's the crazy
I was
thing.
sitting at my girlfriend's parents' house, petting their dog.
So here's
There's nothing wrong
here's the
with
crazy thing, right? So she
real
does
quick,
this video.
If you like just listen to the audio, stupid. That was whatever.
Yeah.
No, but the
You need the visual, yeah, because she has some nice
She
titties.
nailed this shit, bro.
So here's the thing, right? So this how crazy, bro. That's what we called her. We didn't. That wasn't her.
We dubbed her.
That's what we dubbed her. It was so crazy. I was getting text messages from people who I didn't even know had my number talking about, yo, did you see that bathtub girl video? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Yo, for real. She blew up overnight.
Roger. Literally, remember, 1K subs was like 10K, more like 20K.
Okay.
She got
It was like 2,000, 3,000 off the rip.
Yeah, like,
2,
off that one
3K.
video.
Off the
2 or
rip,
3K.
yeah.
2
Yeah,
or
off the rip.
3K. Literally, bro, look,
the
her
rip.
sub,
4K like
her
2
sub,
weeks.
her sub count was paused for like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Right.
People keep refreshing it, trying to see it. But you know, like after you get a certain amount of views or a certain amount of subs.
Back in those days, it was locked. It was 301 plus.
It was locked, bro. It was locked.
Yeah, it was locked. Yeah.
You get
For
locked
days.
subs.
So people were like, yo, I want to see how much it jumps, how much it jumps. Yo, it jumped up to fucking 3K. We're like,
So here's the thing, right? So she does this, right?
Okay.
And since, you know, the J room was provocative, I'm like, I gotta be the first nigga to get on the stream.
and we all reviewed it.
And yo, we gotta. No.
No,
No.
we talked about it.
Yeah.
And then,
I
we
brought her
all
on
just-
stream. I brought her into the J
Yep,
room.
you sure did.
Right, I brought her into the J room. She was chill. She was cool. Right. So then, smoke. Okay.
This motherfucker
So Smoke was shooting his game, right? So then I was like, so then I was like, all right. So because Smoke was like really trying to shoot his game out here. So I was like, all right, listen. On the bathtub girl during the J room stream, right?
Okay.
So all right, listen. So out of all of us here, who you fucking? And she's like, first of all, I just want to let it be known, yo, she did a brilliant business move. She's like, first of all, if it's one of you guys, I have one, but I just want to say I would love to fuck the shit out of Forever World. And we were like, this is so genius, because now he's gonna get in this, and she's gonna blow up even more, which is exactly what happened. So then she was like, now that she's like, oh, for this stream, I like the one all the way at the end. You know who was the motherfucker all the way at the end? The George.
The fucking George.
The fucking George Shea. The fucking George Shea, bro.
Don't you remember Violet who liked her too?
Yeah, but
Blue hat? Like, what is it? What is it?
right? So then she does that shit. The J room ends because nothing really particularly crazy happened in the J room, in that specific J room. So then she becomes like a part of like We Are Nakama for a bit,
Okay.
right?
Oh my god.
So then,
She was part of that squad.
yes,
Yo,
yes.
yo,
Yo, bro,
Look,
yo, dude, yo, listen.
King was putting in so much fucking work. He was like kicking it out. Jouten was would never acknowledge them.
Yo, you know what the crazy thing is?
He would allude to Jouten. He would like throw shots, and he would like he would subtly mention Jouten but not mention him.
He mentioned something about what happened on his stream.
Never loved us.
No, okay. So here's the thing. I don't really have beef with a phone 999, like, cause it was like something that happened mad long
They're
ago.
also from all of this.
No. Here's the thing.
You guys
So
keep mentioning the phone 999. I've never heard of this
phone
guy.
999.
That's not surprising.
He's the guy that got, like, you know how like people were inspired by Jouten or by other people to get into community. He's the guy that inspired me.
Really?
Yeah, really. So like, he's like 3 points.
yeah. So here's the thing, right? So I never had beef with him before until that J room stream, because after that, they were in a Nakama video, because you know, like, they weren't really doing streams, they were doing collab videos, and they were like, oh, all these little gay boys trying to jump on a girl and shit, and he was talking specifically about the J room when I brought in Bathtub Girl, right? So you know, she's part of the group or whatever, and that happens. And Smoke still shooting his game off screen now, so he got her number. They're talking, you know, because she was in Cali as well, so they're relatively close, just different parts of Cali. So then it all breaks down. Because like the lore states that she got doxxed from her job. So like people got her phone number, and then they were like calling her job and saying she was doing all this crazy shit, and she like got fired or whatever. That's what the lore states. I don't know if it's real. And they were saying, you know, like Funeral's crew did that. Whatever. I don't know if it's true, but that's just what the lore states. So
Because they like had a problem with her or something?
yeah, some
No,
shit
it was
happened
kinda
and
to exude their power.
Got it.
I don't know.
Honestly,
some
no,
shit happened.
I thought that it was Double Four because now that we
I don't know. Listen,
because now that we know how Double Four kind of fell with Neverworld.
I don't know.
In hindsight,
Listen, all I'm saying is I don't know.
He felt, okay, wait a minute.
Listen,
He's
all I
getting too close to
know
Neverworld.
is she's a part. Oh, listen,
Yeah, I'm speculating.
listen.
But
The
he's
only
getting-
thing
he's
that we
getting
know
close to
was.
Neverworld. I'm getting a little pissed off because for Neverworld, that's
Listen,
my
the only thing that we
boy.
know for sure is that she was a part of the group, and then she wasn't no longer part of the group. So anyway, so now this Jouten stream happens. She had this whole mental breakdown, and she's off the grid.
Okay.
Now Smoke is tight because she off the grid him too.
Yeah.
So then Smoke thought it was a great idea on my fucking stream to publicly put out her phone number to everyone watching, and there's hundreds of people.
Fucking dumbass.
Hundreds of people watching this stream. So this guy texts me.
That's illegal.
Exactly. So this guy texts me right after the stream, like, "Yo, you gotta get rid of that stream because if it comes back to you, you can face some legal consequences, right?" So that's why I brought up the whole situation when like Smoke was like, "Oh, you gotta understand what happens to me at the end of the streams." Cause I'm like, that's funny because Smoke literally put me out there to fucking die in this fucking stream. I had to delete the stream. But here's the thing. That stream was so amazing because he exposed her mad hard. Like he was showing pictures of like what she was drawing, and she wasn't that great. She was like okay, but remember, his name is King Kaku, right? The giraffe dude from One Piece.
Yeah.
Yo. Oh yeah. So wait. Let me show. Wait. So here's the thing. Yo. So she had. So she had fantasies of fucking One Piece characters, and what would she do? And what would she? No. And then what she would do is she would draw her fucking the One Piece character. So Smoke actually revealed her art of her fucking Kinkaku in his Kaku in his giraffe form.
That was an actual thing.
All right, bye guys. This man has left the building.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, but then again, there's an alpaca sitting right here.
Roger, do you know about the infamous cock lock?
I don't.
Oh no.
Zoro, are you familiar with the infamous?
Are you talking about the
King? Are you familiar with
The infamous, which was the.
Yes.
Who was it? Who was involved?
Smoke
Again.
again?
Again?
Yes. Yo, Matt B.
Yeah, was Smoke the one in the pocket? Oh, that makes sense.
That's two.
Oh,
There's
wait.
two.
King, are you familiar with the infamous cock
Four.
lock? Are you? Wait.
Were you
Let me
going
do another
I
down.
initiated two of them.
Let me do another down.
Take a seat.
King, are you familiar with the infamous cock block that happened on the cruise?
Oh.
I know what you're
Yeah.
Because what happened was they went on a cruise.
You have no shit.
It was Matt, Zoro. It was Matt, Zoro, King, and Smoke that went on a cruise.
They were on a cruise.
They were on a cruise. So Matt, since you're the one that suffered, tell the story. Go ahead.
Please do.
Please do. Go
You get
ahead.
no stories, Zoro.
You get no story. You get no fucking plane, bro.
All right. So I gotta give a full backstory, okay?
I'm here for this.
So,
This is great.
So look,
Learning all of this.
It's fucking.
okay, great. Okay, so my boys,
Exactly.
they're on the,
That's what I do for a living. I'm good.
my boys are organizing a cruise, and
Very cool.
then they're like, yo, who can we?
Zoro gets no fucking story. I get a story.
No. Zoro doesn't. Look. I'm gonna highlight Zoro. It was not 8 hours. It wasn't 8. You're lying.
Nah, I was in 8 hours. It's like 5. It's like 5. I was here.
You couldn't go like 5. Explain the story. Okay, but listen. Yeah.
I lost money.
Well, listen. Hey, hang on. Okay. So
Made himself broke.
these dudes are organizing a cruise trip, and then they're like, yo, who can we get? So we did a GLC. Then Zoro at the end of the stream's like, yo, Matt.
Okay.
So they're like, yo, you want to go on a stream? Or you want to go on a cruise? I'm like, yeah. They're like, okay, well, it's like $600.
Okay.
And then I'm like, okay, but we need it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, cool. Here.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Cool. Let's go. So we get on a cruise. I'm thinking like first when I meet Zoro, I'm like, yo, this motherfucker's gonna be short. This motherfucker's gonna be. I told you I thought you were gonna be short. So then we see each other. Then Zoro's, yo, what's up, bro? And then like, bro, we dap each other. So look, my boy, look, just like that, just at first, and then. So I'm like, yo,
Zoro.
I'm like, side note to this.
Zoro got the pass.
I'm like Nintendo. I hear everything, bro. I watched that stream, the Braga stream, finding out about the anime party that I had last year, and I'm listening to this Braga stream, and everybody's like, all right, Roger, dap or no dap? Everybody on the stream was saying this, and then Dustin was like, you went in for a hug, bro. You went in for a hug, and I'm watching this. I'm like, I always go in for a hug. I didn't understand that was like. Not something that was normal.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
We hugged.
Bro, of course. I did right now. I know. It is Jouten. I'm a hugger.
Yeah.
Bro, of course.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the hug.
Nothing wrong with a hug at all. The amount of backlash I got for hugging
Bro.
on this Bravo stream.
It's ridiculous. Bro, just hug it.
Hug it out, bro. It's what it is. It's what it is. I'm a hugger, man.
There we go. Okay, so look.
Continue. Go ahead.
So me and Zoro, we instantly
We're
hit
fucking
it off,
retarded.
bro. Like, and I was not expecting it. Like, not that Zoro was a bad. Like, I'm just like, I don't know what to expect. This is my first time meeting niggas off YouTube.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
So, bro, and I'm like, immediately, I'm like, fuck, I should have set me and Zoro room up together.
Yeah.
It was Zoro and King, me and Smoke.
Oh, no.
Okay. So check this out, bro. Check this out. So we get there.
I wish we were different too.
We look, no.
You had 2 days.
Yo, hang on.
2 days ago.
So we get there.
Okay.
We get there, and then so we're on the boat. I'm like, yo, let's go fucking turn up.
Yeah.
And then Zoro's like, well, shit, let's do it.
Yeah.
King's like, yo, I'm gonna go edit some videos. All right, cool. Smoke is like, okay, cool, let's go. We go get drunk. We're chilling. First night, they're like, yo, we're gonna go back to the room. Matt, what are you about to do? I'm like, man, I'm about to go to a club. Like, shit, fuck it. So then Zoro's like, okay, cool, let's go with Matt.
Yeah.
We're all chilling.
Yeah.
They go back to the room. I go back to the cafe, or I go to the cafe because I was hungry.
Okay.
So I'm with a group of like 6 different girls.
Okay. Yeah.
We're all just chilling. I stay with them till like 5 o'clock.
Okay.
So one of them, she just like latches onto me, like
Crazy.
latches onto the fucking hip.
Bro, like,
Okay.
Crazy.
Yo,
Crazy, bro.
like
Crazy,
I
bro.
want the dick. You're gonna give it to me whenever I need it. Okay, so we go to the beach.
Yeah.
Once again, I was out until like 6, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
I slept for an hour and 30 minutes. I woke up. I said, hey, get the fuck up. We took shots and then we left. We went to the beach. On the beach.
Yeah.
And this is where I threw the fucking oop of the century.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Go ahead.
I'm like, yo, Zoro, I was with her last night. Zoro's like, no fucking way. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
come on,
I
watch.
was with her, yeah.
So she's like, I'm like, yo, what's up, Sarah? She's like, yo, Matt, what's... Zoro's
Yeah,
like,
pretty much. It was a good move.
Zoro's like, yo, there's no fucking way. So I'm like, yo, I'm like, Sarah, this my dude, Jason, this Sarah. And then they like are talking. I dive under the water and I swim away. I dip, bro.
Like a
So
Navy
then-
SEAL. Like a Navy SEAL.
So then, and then I pop back over the water and then I'm looking and my man Zoro's in. I'm like, I knew you could do this. I knew you could. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that later.
Before you even finish that, where the fuck is that Zoro in Korea, nigga?
What? Yo, he
know.
just look, Jouten, look. This is what I say about Zoro. Zoro's a little timid at first.
Yeah, I clearly got left on an island by myself in Korea.
You gotta get him comfortable.
See,
and
random
it's
hard
hard-
knows, bro.
It's hard to spit game when you can't fucking talk to these people.
Bro, there was 2 white girls.
I tried to
Yo, listen. This is all I did. Because Zoro was like,
these 2 can testify.
I can testify.
I'm a big ass motherfucker. I shot my shots. I failed.
It was a terrible shot.
I gotta tell y'all.
Wait, hold on.
You tried to shoot a shot at
No,
my girl.
wait. Come on.
You try to shoot a shot at my head, though.
Listen. You gotta understand.
This man, hold on. This man cold. Hold on. This man Cole waited till I got into a cab to holler at the girl who I brung over, a K-pop star.
Yes.
You tried to wait until I left, and then Bohei, was like,
it was subtle.
There was nothing subtle about that.
There's redemption.
You tried, you waited until
There's redemption.
There's
redemption.
All right.
Listen.
So Cole had to skip in the spoon out because of this moment.
Okay.
So what happened was we get to the
You gotta get in camera, bro.
Alright, so it was me, Popo, and I think Zoro in the car?
No, it was me, King. It was you, me, King Lightning.
No, it was me, Popo, in the car.
Oh yeah, you and Popo in the car.
So from what I heard is that as soon as we got into the cab, he went up to her.
He went up to Bohei.
Stepped to the corner and goes, "So Bohei does a kickstand."
Listen.
And then Bohei.
And this is how you know. Wait, this is how you know when a girl does not want you at all. She turns to where the cab where Popo just went through. She was like, Popo.
Okay, so look. Check it. So King gets redemption. King gets redemption in this story.
Okay.
King gets redemption.
Well, definitely not. If you saw, listen. Have you ever seen Jared Dudley take a 3-pointer?
He got redemption. Joe.
Have you ever seen that?
He got redemption. I promise.
Because that was a shot.
He got redemption. So look, as I said.
All right, so I guess we're not going to talk about how King Lightning tried to bag up 4 Korean bitches at the same time.
It's okay. So look.
Korea's next.
Look, Smoke was a little jealous because once again, all I had to do, I just had to set Zoro up. I just had to get on the fast break. I had to throw I had to throw the basketball off the backboard. Zoro came from the fucking free throw line. Yo, yam that shit. I'm like, my boy. Even King, right? King wasn't worried about shit but his money, eating some good food, and then just enjoying his time. Honestly, King didn't give a fuck about the girls because King's like, yo, I get I worry about girls whenever I
famous
want
King quote. What's an ant to a lion?
So look, but no. Hey, but look. This is what I say. The girls were interested.
I want to clarify one thing, and you may get to it later. There was just one big bitch.
Big mom. Big mom. Incorporate that into your story.
Like the way she was like, trying to push off him, like, I don't know.
Let me explain Big Mom, please.
Okay, so for one, some of the ladies were intrigued by King because of how dedicated he was to the YouTube shit. He would literally just say, yo, I'm about to go to the room, edit some videos. Y'all do what the fuck y'all want to do. Right. And then they didn't understand it, and I had to explain it to them. Yeah. So they were intrigued by King in that sense. Zoro's getting play from Sarah because he's Zoro. He's my dog. And then I was getting play from the other girls. Smoke was like high and dry. They weren't fucking with they weren't fucking with Smoke.
King.
I'm sorry,
Smoke,
I love you,
Smoke was like literally a fucking Debbie Downer. Like whenever he came, there's like a fucking gloom of like.
Here's the thing about Smoke. Like when Smoke is on a high, and I don't mean like actually being high, but I'm not talking about like emotionally high and happy. Like he is like one of the coolest dudes to be around.
One of the coolest
but
dudes ever.
when that shit crashes down, bro, he is.
He's
rough.
like doom and gloom. So,
yeah, it's rough.
So look, so there's Big Mom. She was Sarah's sister, who followed her around and who was cock blocking her,
Trying to
so bad. But Zoro still scored.
Yo, listen, wait. If we're talking about listen, if we're doing quotes, wait. Jumper's still wet. Listen,
Zoro did.
Wait, hold on, Matt.
Kawhi without the bounce.
All right, so shit. All right, so yo, Matt, wait. So Matt, so since we're doing quotes out here, we're gonna take a quote from my boy Popo. Just because there's a goalie, don't mean you can't score.
That's true. It was a big goal. It was a big
you can't score, brother. Get over, you can't score.
Zoro did an AI crossover. He shot a Steph Curry shot. Yo, it was disgusting. It was disgusting. So listen. This is what Smoke did.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So we're just gonna fast forward.
Okay. I do want to hear this.
We're on the last night.
Oh, real quick though. There's one thing. It started to get worse over time because Smoke was losing money.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So look. Zoro won.
Gambling.
Zoro won on the slot machine. Remember when you won on the slot? Yeah, you won a little bit on the slot.
Yeah.
Overall, we lost.
Yeah.
King was winning.
Oh, crap.
We
Big
had
time.
our streaks. Smoke would literally come over to the table where we were at, and his doom and gloom would affect the game. and then remember when that old dude he kept saying Smoke, quit fucking saying craps, and he kept saying 7.
Right.
And the
He
fucking
said 7. He lost me like.
yes. Yo. Look, King was on a streak. Rolling like I think he had hit 7 in a row.
People were gathering like
They were gathering around.
That makes sense. Of course.
In came Smoke.
In comes Smoke, and then he fucking says, "Yo, it would suck if he rolls a 7." Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Then King rolls 7.
Of course.
And then we're like, yo, you get the fuck out of here. Get away. Go. So look, the girl, when she was in my room, so I got head from her.
Oh,
but
well, we're just
I
throwing out
didn't-
there casually. I got it.
But I didn't.
Sarah.
No, this is
the other girl.
Zoro had Sarah.
Zoro's
You had
had
Sarah. Got it.
Zoro destroyed Sarah's walls. and Sarah had a boyfriend. So So look, look, the way.
I got it. Wait. Wait, no, wait, wait.
I didn't
No,
know.
Zoro.
I didn't know.
No, Zoro. My man.
So look,
Okay.
look,
It's alright, dude. It's alright.
how all of you give me shit. All of you give me shit
Hold up.
for something that I
Hold
did
up,
back in
Matt.
high school.
You can't casually drop that shit because
No.
you told me after the fact.
Wait, time out. Here's the thing. No. Zoro, sit. Here's real nigga hours right now. Okay, real nigga hours. Here's how it is. Listen.
I gotta give chronological.
No, here's the thing.
Go ahead.
If a chick has a man and she's still gonna give it up to you, then I mean she's still giving it up to you.
That's
Like,
your pussy
Let me
now.
just say a couple
yeah, like she's giving it up to you.
Let
Like,
me just say a couple
like,
things.
listen, as long as it's not one of your boys,
Look.
then it's okay
Look.
because she's throwing it up to you.
First off, we were in international waters. Alright? If it's in international waters,
No. Fuck international. No. She could be on my fucking block. And if she has a man and she's like, bro, I still want it. I'm like, listen, what about your man?
look.
I don't care. All right, I don't care either. Why should I care if you don't care about your man?
All right. So the second to last night, things happened, okay? And then the
clear-
night
clear.
after, we're messing around and she said something about it.
Yes.
She's like,
Mm.
so
And then-
in my defense,
So your dick got soft.
to be fair,
No, it was hard
to be
as a fucking
fair,
rock.
to be honest, I would have still gone with it the second time around.
Yeah.
That night after she told me, a deed was already done at that point.
Yeah, the deed was done.
So I was fully willing to continue the situation, but the problem was we had a certain cock blocker.
But anyhow, look, listen. So,
Chicle.
look.
Chicle.
Everyone's gone, and like I said, the girl gave me head.
Yeah.
But then after she gave me head and she wasn't trying to put out, I kind of put it into it.
Sloppy
So
toppy
then I
or-
was, yeah.
Sloppy toppy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I started fucking with I started fucking with other girls, and then she was jealous. She was pissed off.
Right.
So then I'm like, okay, well, cool.
Clinger, man.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, cool. Let's go to the room.
right now.
So we go to the room.
It's a J-Ho.
Smoke's gone.
Yeah.
Everyone's gone. Smoke then decides, yo, Matt, I don't want her in the room. No, Smoke. No, don't do this. Not now.
So this is after he's already at the table saying it would suck if we rolled 7. This is after.
Bro, this is way after
It
that.
sucks though because I'm seeing the trajectory of where this is going.
Yo, it's
Yeah.
way after that.
Yeah.
But it's just like, yo, she was in the room the whole fucking trip. And throughout the whole time, we had this established. Yo, if we get some pussy, come back to the room.
the fuck out the
like,
door. Knock on the door.
just throw it. Yeah, just throw a lob. Like, yeah, just let it be. Go to the fucking other room. And then, like, yo, look.
had separate beds,
Look.
obviously,
This
so
is
fine.
me and Jouten's first time meeting. But if me and Jouten shared a room, Jouten brings some pussy home.
There's an
It's like,
understanding.
yo.
There's an understanding.
Yeah, he comes in, and he's like,
bro code.
oh shit, my man, yo, Jouten, squish the beds together if you have to. Make as much room
Listen,
as
man,
you need.
all I say, yo,
I
all
would
I
get the fuck out.
Keep the beds separate.
I would get
man.
the fuck out.
yo, listen, all I'm saying is, man, you're my nigga, we run the train.
Even that's up for grabs, right? Exactly. So look, check this, bro, check this. Smoke gets back to the fucking room. No. Smoke, I go out. Smoke tells me, he's like, yo, Matt, it's the last night, bro. I don't want anybody here.
What the fuck that means? Like
What? You don't what? Yeah. You don't want anybody what? So I go out. Smoke does not go out. King goes out. Once again, King was in his room religiously because he had to work on videos. King made time. King made time for the last night. Yo, I'm gonna step out. This is my last night. Fuck it. Let's do it. We all get drunk. Stop. Look, we all go out. So then Sarah's like, yo, Zoro, I want the dick. I want the Zoro dick. So then Zoro, we all have a meeting.
You're 3,000 pounds.
Zoro's like, he's about to do the 10. He's about to do the 1080 Phoenix with one sword.
Right.
So he goes and he talks to King. King's like, look, listen, I'm gonna be out here for a little bit. I'm gonna give you your time, but when I come back to the room, you need to tell the bitch to scram. Okay. So that they had to handle that. I have no parts of that. So
That's not quite the right range.
No, exactly.
I knew what was going on that night.
No. Here's the thing, right? Here's what happened, right?
Say your
So
lies.
I give Zoro
Say your
as
lies.
much as I possibly could.
Lies.
Okay?
Lies.
I go out and I do what I do best. I was gambling. I was gambling, all right? I was gambling.
and he sure was. He was winning more money too. Let that be known.
And all of a sudden, it started to go downhill. All right? It happens like that. All of a sudden, 100, 200, 300, gone. I'm like, fuck, okay, fine. So I'm losing some money here. Okay? Here I am. I'm walking on the cruise ship. There's nothing to do on the last day. Walking on the cruise ship, lost some money. And then I'm like, yo, Zoro, it is like what, 3 or 4 in the morning?
I think it's like 3.
And then
We met up at night at the club.
and then
partying.
We met at 12. We met up at 12.
You were hooking up.
But we had to get packed at like 7 or 8. We had a
4-day cruise.
We had to leave in like 4 hours.
Regardless.
Yo, okay, so listen.
We went out. I
King-
gotta defend myself here, man. We went out at like 12 o'clock, right? Me and this girl. You knew what the situation was gonna be at the end of the night.
And I left.
All right. But my point is, all I needed was like 20 minutes. I could have fucking 20 minutes.
I gave you 6 hours.
What? No. I texted you. I said, I'm coming back to the hotel room. I said,
Yo, King, in her defense. No, and Zora, yes, and no. It was her. In Zora's defense, she was trying to be all lovey-dovey and like kind of like have a romantic night, and Zora was trying to hit the cheeks. But it wasn't going like that. So then when Zoro finally got into position to hit the cheeks, you busted through the door.
I needed you.
And then
I needed my bro in that
you were
moment.
like,
And you
were
failed
like,
me.
yo, you were
You
like, yo,
fucking
fuck this.
failed me.
I'm sorry in this regard, but fuck you. I said I'm sorry in this regard, but fuck you. How did I get fucked? I got the shaft. Look, so I come back to the room. Listen. Listen to this bullshit. Listen to this bullshit. I get back to the room. The girl is ready to bust out. Ready to go. Yo.
This is in the room.
No, this was outside of the room.
Outside now.
She's ready to go. It's damn near happening in the hallway.
Fucking in the hallway.
Almost.
Yo,
So,
hallway high club?
bro, it's like, fuck it, let's get it. Last night, fuck it, who cares? I'm never gonna see you, you're never gonna see me, so let's go down. So, bro, we get back to the room. Get inside, we lay down. Yo,
I can feel your pain.
my man's woke up.
Smoke.
Woke up. We had bed. We had lights over our beds. Yo, my man's just like this. I watched him because look, the way that it was set up.
Yeah.
The door is over here.
Okay.
The door is over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bed's right here. Smoke's bed is next to the window.
Sure.
So I'm laying on my side.
Oh,
and
no.
I see him. Girl, I told her to face me so that she doesn't have to worry about seeing him.
Of course, if at the moment you see that, I understand.
And Smoke might just happen to roll over and they might just meet eyes, you know. I'm just like, look, just face this way. You look at me. Don't worry about him. So, yo, this motherfucker wakes up, turns the light on, then turns the fucking TV on.
He turns the TV on. He doesn't. I thought
Roger.
in the he would turn the light on and then walk out of the room.
Roger.
He turns the TV on.
Roger. He turned the fucking TV on, and Amazing World of Gumball is on.
So you're trying to clap cheeks to the Amazing World of Gumball.
I am clapping cheeks. I was mid-stroke. Bro.
It's a gumball.
Bro, I was mid-stroke. You know what I hear next? Yo! This motherfucker is over here. Yo, this motherfucker's over here giggling. Fam. So, she's like, she looks at me. She looks at me, bro. And I'm not trying to make eye contact with this bitch. I'm fucking. Bro. She looks at me, bro. And look. This you gotta think about this. This is the type of mindset that this bitch was in. A light turns on. We're fucking. Dude is awake, and she was still down for the cause. What the line was for her was this motherfucker giggling over there. Yo, what are you doing? So yo, I kid you not. After that, after he's giggling, motherfucker stands up. Oh my god. And is like, yo, Matt, I'm trying to sleep. What? So then she's like, yo, I don't feel comfortable. I'm out.
Yeah.
Then she asked me to walk her to her room. And I can't go into her room because her mom's in there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, you know, it would be like, yo,
you can't, no.
like, let's go to your room.
Yeah.
No, we can't do
You
that.
can't. Yeah. Mom's there.
Then I come back. And then Smoke is
No.
Oh no.
Smoke's then to make matters worse, Smoke started packing his shit and she's in there. Then so we wake up. We wake up.
You should pop up and pass this pain to me. Pass this pain to me.
Look. We wake up, bro. We wake up, and then so we had all planned to go to Miami and to chill for a couple of days. I'm like, yo, fuck this. I'm going back to Dallas as soon as I fucking can. This is crazy. I'm like, yo, I'm sitting up here trying to throw lobs at everybody, trying to get everybody to come out. Like, yo, Zoro and King, like, this is a testament. At first, from the first night we got there, right? Y'all didn't want to go out. The last night, y'all like, yo, let's fucking go out. Like, I'm like, yo, y'all, let's fucking go. Let's go do it. At first, King and Zoro are like, yo, Matt, we don't know about this. I'm like, yo, let's just fucking do it, y'all. We go out. We're drinking, then we all start dancing with bitches. Smoke is looking at us, and he's fucking hating. Yo,
so what I don't understand though is why don't you have a good time?
No. Because again, I told you it all accumulated because he lost mad.
He was losing money, bro. So look, they're all standing next to my bed, and I have my suitcase at the end of the bed.
Out of this because I love Smoke. He's my brother, man. I got him into the community.
Yeah, I love
Smoke. So I want to
too.
preface this by saying all this, but since we're sharing everything, the fact of the matter is he wanted to fuck Sarah.
Oh, he did. He did want to fuck Sarah, and Zoro did. But hey, my guy, she was chewed. No, he didn't rob shit because it was all up for open game. Because look, what I forgot to say was when I threw the lob, it was a lob like that I just threw up in the air, and it's like, yo, whoever grabs it, grabs it.
Yeah, right.
So it was like, so it was a jump ball.
Right.
It was a jump ball. So I threw it up in the air, and Smoke and Zoro are both right here.
Well, we know Smoke can't jump, so we automatically lost.
So it's like, look, whenever Sarah first approached me, or whenever I approached Sarah, Smoke was in the vicinity as well. I'm like, yo, Sarah, this is Smoke, this is Zoro.
Right. Yeah.
Hey.
Not like that. It's more like this is Chris, this is Jason. But
Yeah.
Well,
no, actually, I think I was calling Zoro the whole trip.
Shit.
And then I was calling Smoke.
She knew where we were at.
So look. Bro, I mean, that was golden. They fucked with us because they're like, yo, y'all are YouTubers. That's cool. And King was legitimizing us because he was actually going to the room and actually doing shit. So they're like, yo, y'all are really like doing this.
Right.
Me and Zoro, yeah. So Smoke had a fair chance. Smoke had a very fair chance to get it, but he didn't. Zoro capitalized, and what really sealed the deal was dinner. Whenever we saw them in the restaurant where we were eating, and they said, "Yo, come sit with us," and then she told Zoro, "Yeah, you need to sit next to me." Oh shit! So look, what happened at the last of it? I'm laying on my bed, and I have my shit packed. My suitcase is at the bottom of the bed. They all come to the room. They're like, "Yo, Matt, come on, bro. Like, I told Zoro first. I told Zoro, I'm like, yo, Zoro, I'm not going, bro. And I told Zoro what happened. And then Zoro's like, yo,
that's dirty.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. He was like, and then that's when we both said, that's when we both mutually agreed we should have fucking roomed. And then we said the next time in any future trips, me and you were gonna room together. So then after that, King comes in. And King's trying to do his protagonist. He's trying to do his protagonist, his main character speech to pick everybody's fucking memorial. And I'm like, yo, King, I'm not. No.
Yeah.
And then
because I didn't know that you went through that shit too.
Yeah, until I told you.
And then
and I was like, King, listen, bro, this is what happened. And he's like, oh, all right, okay. Well, I'm just gonna go back to New York. And then King goes back to New York. I go back to Dallas. Zoro went back to Florida with fucking.
I chill with Smoke.
With Smoke.
Yeah, in Miami because I lived there.
Exactly. Smoke would not even talk to me the last day because he knew he fucked up.
Of course.
I love you, Smoke, but you fucked up.
And then there was one last thing too that was kind of making the trip sour. It was Sour's sister.
Yo, she sexually assaulted you.
Yes.
Big Mom assaulted
Big
you.
Mom
He assaulted me. Hashtag me too, man. I got fucking sexually assaulted. Now, the bar.
Okay.
What happened at the bar?
So we go to the bar and they're all drinking. We're all drinking too, actually.
Okay.
So we, they come and then we're hugging each other. We're greeting each other.
Yeah.
Oh, good God. So when I hug her,
Yeah.
she grabs my ass.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
a good chunk. She grabbed the whole cheek.
Solid.
She stretched out the hand like this.
I'm like,
Yeah.
and then so look, but
I know, she wanted to sample. I understand. She wanted some sample.
so look, there's a backstory. So something happened. Her drink gets knocked over.
Got it.
Zoro and King look at me. They're like, "Yo, Matt, you're tripping. What's going on?"
Yeah.
Because like I said, we were drinking.
Yeah.
And I told him like, "Yo, I knocked over her fucking drink because she grabbed my ass."
Yeah.
So she grabs my ass. Whenever she grabbed my ass, I kind of jumped and then I knocked her drink over.
Yeah.
And then we all just played it off. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Pretty much.
Yeah, you don't do this. Yeah.
Don't do that, man.
And then also what's kind of odd too was that there was history where like she was because there was parties going on and shit.
Sure, it's crucial.
She was grabbing multiple dudes' dicks.
yeah, she was grabbing handfuls of dicks.
Yeah.
She was going around grabbing handfuls of dicks. She was like, "Yo, you're gonna burn." She's like, "Yo, you look pretty strong. We're gonna birth Katakuri.
Yo, this bitch, man.
We're gonna birth Katakuri."
Wow.
Pretty much.
Yeah, straight up.
All right. Well.
I saved Zoro. Zoro was making.
All you had to do was call
Zoro was making out with fucking. He was making out.
Everybody, bro. Everybody.
He was making out with Sarah.
Right.
And her sister was kind of jealous because, like, Sarah was more attractive than her and she had Zoro. So she comes over there and then she's, like, dancing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how do I do it? So I just caused a scene. I took my shirt off and then I was just like, yeah! And then I get crazy. And then everybody just, like, gravitates towards me.
Yeah.
And then she comes over there and then Zoro and Sarah are literally the only two people that aren't over here with us. And they're just making out.
Yeah.
Just going crazy. Zoro's just tongue all down this bitch's throat. Going
Damn, bro.
crazy.
You tongue.
Yeah, Zoro definitely had a
Yo, so on that note, we're gonna end it in a couple minutes, but I want to let y'all know that it's a possibility the J Room can't come back on Friday nights because I might start having those nights off. But I'll let you guys know when that happens. But we're gonna end it off in a couple minutes because they're talking about dancing and shit. This is the 4th of July, still for us. And,
Oh yeah, it's
and Cali,
like
so
the
we
night
trying.
is young. What
Yeah, the night is young. It's about to be 11. So we
it's 10:47.
yeah, so we gotta go and look for some clubs and parties, and we're gonna try and. There you go. I'm good.
Contact for the next year.
I'm
Yo,
good.
and then you know what Mugiwara Matt B does.
Smokes. You know what's crazy, dude? Like I don't get high from smoking. It just doesn't hit me. But those edibles do. Those edibles be fucking me up.
Hey,
Yeah.
well let me tell you.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like Cheech and Chong. I've been smoking since I got here, and it's the weed. It's just like it's
You're in
so,
California, mate. Yeah, that's it.
dude. It's so clean.
Did you see that tweet the other day of like
Yo.
the guy who's coming over the border from Colorado and he like comes into California and the cop is like, hey, I need you to
Yeah, I
so, yeah, and he's like, all right, I need you to sign this, and then John's jumping out the window. He's like, all right, I got you for littering.
Like that weed was trash.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yo.
I've just been at peace.
That's good.
I found Nirvana.
That's important. That's
That's
important.
good.
And I'll say that off stream.
Same, yeah.
Okay.
Mario.
Mario.
Oh.
He's old.
What happens to Mario?
Oh yeah, he grows. No. What does he grow? Oh no.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh shit.
Oh no. That's why I said
Yo, Matt's face, man.
Goddamn.
Bro. Listen, man. All I'm gonna say is end the stream off is, bro. For many years, I've been hearing many comedians, Spanish comedians, white comedians, doesn't matter. For many years, I've been hearing comedians say, you know, when I go to Home Depot, whether it be in Texas or Cali, first thing I see is always Mexicans just loitering around.
That's a fact.
Yo, I thought it was fake, but the myth was real.
Didn't you go to Dallas? You didn't see
No, I never been to Dallas before. No, so I went to Home Depot today, and there was Mexicans.
That's normal. Like everybody.
No, but that's not a thing in New York.
In Dallas, bro, they stand in front of gas stations. Somebody will come up with a pickup truck and say, "Hey,
Get in, and then bro, like I've never, because that doesn't happen in New York. So I'm like, yo, I thought that was always jokes, but the myth was real. Like Mexicans were really in their Toyota Turbos. I really saw Mexicans in their pickup trucks waiting for jobs, dog.
Yes,
it was real. That's fucking real,
that's
dog.
what happens,
bro.
When my girlfriend
That shit was
moved
nuts.
from her old place to her place before she moved in with me.
I was like, oh my god, this is fucking real.
They come there with their toolboxes and shit.
Yeah.
They sit and they chill.
Yeah.
They chill for people to come.
And like, yo,
People come, they pick them up.
They
pay them. Then they'll bring them back.
and bring yeah.
And then you wait another.
Good hard working, yeah.
That shit was fucking real.
That's how they make their money.
Yo, Reverend, I'll be checking Discord. But anyway, yo, everybody, thank you so much for coming down. Yeah, man.
This is an absolute blast. This is super fun.
Yeah, we still have a lot of history to teach you.
Saturday I'll be
It's
fun.
the- yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, man. J Room is this is the only stream that this shit can happen. Where bitches get exposed for fucking anime characters by drawing them.
Giraffe thing made me lose my mind.
Bro, it was nuts, man. Cause
That's facts.
Wow.
yeah,
I saw the picture.
Bathtub girl.
bathtub girl, bathtub girl, man.
I feel like, man, I came in at such a good time.
No, you came in a time.
I'm like
No.
sitting happy.
You know, here's all right. So before, here's the funny thing. So before, so before we end the stream off, so here's the thing. Before we end the stream off, the thing that's crazy is like, you came in during a time where everything was mended, and I might sound like I'm sucking my own dick here, but I honestly felt like I was the sage of the sixth path because like, honestly, because I felt like, because dude, who was the one who was the one who got you from that world to see eye to eye? That was me. I was like, I brought a lot, like I dropped a lot of beef with Double 4 from a lot of other people. A lot of the beef from Finale World got dropped with a lot of other people, and then that's when my channel just pretty much faded. So I was like, oh shit. So I just did some Sage Mode Madara shit. The only difference was my genjutsu work, and I didn't lose, and niggas is in a peaceful world now. And then like you came in during the time where like technically the community was like dying because Naruto had just ended. But you came in at a time where like nobody was beefing and you can just grow. So.
And everybody was fucking with One Piece.
Well, yeah, they had nothing else. They had nothing else.
I do feel like you could sort of feel it within the community. Because this is like the big reason why I don't do reviews anymore. This is why it's like reaction stuff, mostly reaction for everything. Because to me, it's like I feel like the community is good, and all of us want to discuss things, you know. But the fans don't want that. Fans don't want to hear it. They're like, I'm reading this to enjoy it. I just want to see a reaction.
You know, here's the thing that's crazy about that's the way it is now.
Yeah.
But back in our day, people actually wanted a huge variety of discussions. Like people were sick and tired of Big Three shit back in our day. They're like, bro, talk about other shit. We're like, other shit doesn't get views, dog. We're sorry. Like that's just how it was. People would be like, yo, man, talk about Vinland Saga, talk about Vagabond, you know, talk about all these different series. Like, yeah, we're like, dude. 20th Century Boys, we're like, dude, we can't. We'll get like, we'll be lucky we hit 500 views, dog. Except for King. King will get like a couple thousand, but for his analytics, that's like us getting 500. So it wasn't applicable.
It didn't translate.
Yeah, it just didn't work. So back in those days.
If I get a 3,600 view video, I think it's like the end of the world for me. I'm like,
yeah.
It's over, man.
So.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you're talking about with the analytics. Right?
Yeah.
Definitely not. I get the feeling.
It's like you diversify yourself, but then it's like, oh, okay, well, like no one's really like watching this. That's like how much you like it too. It's like, okay.
So now people just want.
I did that 20 for 20 series when I was in Japan. Oh, I was, and it was killing it. It was doing real well. And then one video out of like the 20 didn't do well, and it was my like Treasure Cruise video where I'm just sitting literally showing the units I have in Treasure, and it got like 8,000 views, and I was on my Japan trip talking to my girlfriend, and I was like,
this just sucks. This just sucks.
And she's like, you're fine. I'm like, she's like, you're uploading a teching video tomorrow, like you're good, you're gonna be fine. I'm like, no, my channel's dead, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's over. And this whole trip, you could ask her about this on Saturday when you guys come over. She was just like, that whole day, I was so down. I'm like, people don't care about me.
Yeah.
That's it. This is the end. This is the end. And she's like, it's not much. And then the next day I upload.
Yeah, but that's just the way it is now. People just want homogenized content now. And it's just, you know what's crazy too, like when you look at all the people who were really big before and now just really kind of fading into obscurity. Like, no offense to the people I'm about to name, but that's just how it is. You look at the Sawyer, you look at Forever World, Double Four. Double Four is funny because Double Four, if he drops like a Boruto video, he'll still get decent. He'll get like a 40K Boruto video.
People don't watch Double Four anymore.
But like 40K for a video for a channel that doesn't even upload anymore is still very impressive. Like 40K every time he drops a Boruto. Yeah. Yeah. Right. So it's like these channels that were like so prominent when, you know, we were doing our stuff. It's crazy how you just have to adapt. I'm not even talking about adapting in terms of the analytics and how it works. And I'm just talking about people just don't want reviews anymore. People want reactions. And if they do want the reviews, they want the reviews after the reactions.
Very quick.
Yeah, they want this shit quick.
Oh, chapter comes out like this morning, we want like the hour off.
Yeah.
Review better come out right after.
Yeah, and it's tough because since people want reactions, you got to show the stuff that's happening, but then you get strike. You take a chance of getting strike.
Right.
So it's just one of those things where it's just like extremely difficult.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's rough. But yeah, I wanna thank everybody who came down.
Absolutely. It's a blast.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm telling King, like, yo, the peak J Room is gonna be a Joe Rogan like podcast.
Okay.
It's gonna be multiple. Yeah, it's gonna be multiple cameras, multiple mics. Listen, no, that was always the idea for the J Room. It's just like, you know, I'm still stuck in the hood, so we gotta get out. We gotta get out first, like.
Just let me say one thing.
Operation Golf. That's right. Get out the hood.
Just really quickly, man. You know, not to get a little too sentimental or whatever, but like, you know, these trips happen at least once a year, or you know, most once a year.
Right.
And you know, as much as I have fun, you know, back in Florida, man, I love these trips, man. It's always fun hanging out with y'all, and I laugh harder than I've ever laughed like anywhere. It's a great time, man. It's such a great time.
Every year is just more stories.
Matt just brought it up earlier, like you know, we just met each other on fucking YouTube talking about weeb shit. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying, that we've hung out this much over the years, and we've really, you know, had a good time, man. It's really crazy. It really is. So, you know, shout out to the J Room, and yeah, hope we can do some more in the future.
Yeah, and this one, you know, is just life, and I don't have the days off to do it, but hopefully, hopefully.
Cali, that's it.
Oh man,
that's one thing. It's like that's one nice thing about this is like.
Bro, I'm here for like 2 days. There's an earthquake. I don't know if I could do this. Man.
I will say
we have hurricanes.
That is one cool thing about being on here is like all the creators. We all do hang out with each other. Like all of us who are in LA. Like I show Herman.
That's the thing about New York too, because New York.
Glendale, so I see him every once in a while.
New York content creators don't really like hang out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LA, it's like we do on occasion sometimes. Yeah. We've been like Jouten will gather and we go to the city.
See Broly or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like. We don't like chill because like they're in the Bronx, I'm in Long Island. Sure. That's not like it's not a small business.
Yeah, of course.
But then on top of that, it's like it's like over here. Like not only do you all chill, but the companies.
are over here too.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
You know, so it's like there's so much benefit in that. Where like you can talk.
You know what we could do? We could do listen. We could just do anime offline TV. You know what I'm saying?
YouTuber house.
Yeah, we just do it. Everybody chips in. Yeah. YouTuber house.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And we could do what was that shit called? The Real World Anime Edition, bro.
You can do that now. There's nothing against doing. You can do that now if you wanted to.
Real World Anime.
Like if you think about like all you guys were getting together for the Airbnb and you're here for anime. I mean, it's a legitimate thing, right? If everyone's splitting to do internet or whatever, you could. Yeah. And a lot of people do.
Yeah.
You know.
So. Yeah. Like gaming house, but like YouTube house, basically.
Yeah, like an anime YouTube. Yeah. I mean that was what Etika wanted. I mean, he wanted like a Nintendo house, you know. Yeah. So.
Yo, rest in peace, Etika. Rest in peace, Joy-Con boys forever. And we're gonna end it on that. Yo, guys, thank you so much for watching. We're out of here, and you can show that pocket, man. Show that pocket. We gotta end it on the pocket. Yo, everybody.
There you go.
Peace out, everybody. We'll see you guys whenever we come back.